Ugh, God. Are we settled in? Is everybody ready? I might have to make this a little bit bigger. I'm not really sure. We'll see. No, I can't make it bigger and still get chat in there. I can widen it maybe a little bit. Hopefully that'll be good enough. I did my best. Let's go! Okay, yeah, we're muting that. This is Feran's channel. This was just streamed on December 9th. Trying to figure this out, why friends implode and why Jessie turned on Vada. Is this the trolls doing? To turn on somebody, you have to actually, like, have betrayed them in some way. So I love to see how Jessie betrayed Vada here. This is gonna be pretty... I'm just assuming this is gonna be fucking hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. Also, yeah, I'm muting it because I don't want to deal with whatever the audio is. Oh my god. Live chat replay. Oh, look, it's Misty Mo. How interesting. Didn't we see that person kicking around? You know, as you do. Copyright disclaimer. See what I tell you about these fucking disclaimers, man. Teresa, who is a mod. Hello, Feran, what's this live about? What, you can't read the title? Really? Okay. Well, I mean, it's kind of silly to say that Misty doesn't involve herself, because, I mean, she's paying these people, which is supportive, like, is financial support in this scenario, as well as we've seen Misty Mo in the comments and on Twitter trying to defend this shit. Poorly, but attempting.
Hey guys, hey Megan.
Oh, look, it's Megan!
Let's see who's here. Hey Lamb Chop. Hey beautiful me. I wrenched you, beautiful me. Hey Misty. And Teresa, Nikki, what is this live about? Okay, so
yeah.
Do you want to explain it? You're better at it than me. Like I know that Vada made some art. People have been coming at her about it, saying that she's
No, she
copywriting it, making it seem like she's using this art as it is her own. And her and Jessie are friends, but yet Jesse's now made his second video on her, calling her a liar. I mean,
what applies that they're friends? There's autistic shill in there. Surprise, surprise, surprise. On the other hand, though, okay, she claimed she made it. She claimed she painted it. It's not like it's weird or bizarre to see fucking, why are people saying this? Blah, 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 blah. She said she did it. You just don't know what your girl is up to? You're here defending her. You should probably know at least what she said. But okay.
I mean, nice friend, right? I have a huge problem with that. So that's basically what this is going to be about. I'm going to show Jesse's video, and then I'm going to show Vada's video. Show Vada's video with her explaining what she's talking about with these drawings, painting, watercolors, whatever. There's a few of them, right? There was the penguin. There was the flamingo. There was the one with the girl sitting on the bed.
And Jessie's in the side chat.
Was it just those two? Yeah, it was just those two, right?
Right. A girl said, I think, I don't remember the other one. I mean, because I thought this was all put to bed. I was kind of shocked when it all started to come out again, but I think it originally got drugged back out with the trolls, of course. So
ooh,
that's
which
what I
ones?
put in my description. Oh, Jessie's here. Okay.
Hey, Jessie.
So I'm glad you're here. I'm not doing this to hurt you, I promise. I'm just trying to figure it out. So I'm glad at least one of you guys are here. Hey, it's a stick.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to fight. I'm just trying to figure out because I don't know. I hate it when people fight. I
hate it when people fight.
Make a video, take it down, then another video calling her a liar when she's your friend. Couldn't you just agree to disagree instead of?
Jessie's asking to come into the call.
I don't like that. But I'm just gonna play. Yeah, you can come up if you want.
Good
I'm
friend.
Play her video, and I am going to play the other one that Vada made, explaining the paintings, drawings, whatever.
So are you gonna make your own content, or are you just gonna play the videos side by side? Because if you don't make commentary on top of it, then you're in violation of copyright yourself. So I'm going to assume that she's not actually just playing both videos like she's saying she's doing. I'm going to go ahead and assume that she's misspeaking. I am going to put a timer on my phone, though, because I need to go to the grocery store, like I said. So we're gonna take a break at that 4-hour mark.
They were. Yeah, you can come up. I'm gonna play your video if you don't mind. Even if you didn't, it's gonna play it anyways. Hey, Heather. Jessie had made a video about Vada, calling her a liar, saying that, you know, she was lying about these paintings and whatnot. And then he took it down and everything was fine. And then all of a sudden he made another one today, and now they're Vada and Jessie have like blocked each other on social media. It's messed up. I don't want
What?
Right.
Oh yeah, so
Hey,
messed
don't
up.
either.
gamer. No. Hey, Jessie.
Hey.
You can't buy my groceries for me because I did have, like, I was using my my Amazon wishlist as a bit of a grocery list if people wanted to send me snacks. So maybe I'll go through and add some stuff onto it. So you could buy me groceries. That would be funny. Vada claims she made channel art for Jessie for free. She used a custom cartoon character maker to generate characters for Jessie. Oh, okay.
Hi, don't worry. I'm not gonna be like shit talking you here, okay? I'm just trying to. I'm just. putting my
You
goals out,
already are.
basically.
No, she already shit talked him. She said you guys are friends, and then you made a video calling her a liar, and I don't understand why a friend would do something like that. And then they blocked each other. Like that, you're already shit talking.
Hey,
I just don't know
Jessie.
what the hell's going on.
Hey, Megs. How are you?
Good. How are you?
To be quite honest, I'm actually quite upset.
Yeah.
Right, I want to say this. I want to put this out.
Yeah.
I
Pouty face.
don't hate Vada Jade in any shape or form.
I don't hate Vada
didn't
either.
Do the video to, spite her. And now the first video I did, it was. Why am I hearing echo?
Has a bad echo.
It's probably me. Yeah. Anyway. So like I said, I didn't do the. You were right, Nikki. I did do a first video. Hold on a minute, my microphone isn't up. There we go. Sorry.
So you're stupid.
God, it's like having to, figure out where the microphone is and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give me a second. I just
Streaming is hard. Production can be very difficult.
My thing, my phone even. There we go. Right. Yes, you were right, Nikki. I did do one video.
Yeah.
The reason why I deleted it is because it took so freaking long to make it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, the edits and stuff or something. I remember you saying.
Yeah. I took it down because the edits were completely just trash, and I know that was better than that. And so I took it down. I felt.
So he took it down because he didn't think it was high enough quality, not because he disagreed with it. Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
I did that, to be quite honest with you. And I took it down. And someone said to me, because someone who I know dearly was actually watching that, and I didn't realize. And I couldn't watch it anymore because I took it down. So I thought to myself, right, I'm going to do this again. It's the same video, but obviously it's more edited, as you'll probably tell.
I actually didn't watch your first one. I didn't get a chance to.
Oh, I do
I didn't even watch
apologize.
this one. I only watched a little bit.
Okay. As you know yourself, and you, Mex, obviously, that I am good friends with Vada. Well, at least I was at that point. And now the thing was, I happened to go onto Rumble. You know, the website you recommended to me, Nikki, a while ago.
Oh yeah.
I went onto that and I saw a few videos, and one of them happened to be Burnt Toast's video of Vada's live stream that she showed her paintings on. Right.
Burnt's done some damage.
Well, I didn't take. I actually downloaded it. I put the link in my video showing you where the original one came from. But I had a lot of issues downloading it from Rumble, so I managed to find the exact version on YouTube, so I downloaded that one instead. And and Burnt Toast was saying that the creations were not hers, that she was showing on stream. Right? I'm telling you the truth and all that lot because
like I said, I watched some of your. I watched some of your video, not all of it. I had to leave, but I did watch some of it, so I got the gist of it, anyways.
Yeah. So I you know what? I'm just gonna blatantly tell you. At the end of the day, I'm not here to lie. I'm not here to bash Vada in any shape or form. So I don't want people to think that. Now, I thought, oh, these are nice paintings. I actually originally thought that she did those. Yeah, because I thought she's better at painting than I am. And that's when I got a message on Twitter saying, Jessie, we've noticed that you've seen the video because you made a comment about it. I was like, did I? So she told me to go back. I keep hearing an echo for some reason. I don't know what it is. She told me to go back and rewatch the stream, and this time, instead of just taking her word for it, to do like reverse search or something on the images. So
reverse image
search. Exactly that after I sussed out how to do it. And now what I'd done was each clip she showed, I highlighted it because I've got this.
If you don't know how to do a reversed image search, just Google how do I do a reverse image search. It will tell you how to do it step by step. Don't stress yourself out about it.
Cool. Is it going to come up? Snipping tool. You can actually highlight the image and save it. So I did that, and then I went on to Google and typed in the oh god, I should write this all down before I ask to come up. It's this icon, like camera icon that you can upload an image. And so I did that, and that's when it showed me the original artist. And I'm like, hold on a minute. If you're saying that you designed this, but then I reverse searched the image, why is it showing me a completely different artist at the same time? So that's what made me think, hold up a minute, if she's lying about that one, then she must be lying about others. So I watched the whole entire video before I even made that video that I made. And it shows that each painting she showed was actually done by another artist. That's the only reason why I did the video. I didn't want to call her out because I thought maybe she said she did it in the spur of the moment. You know what I mean? So I thought if I did the video, then maybe she would realize that she did say that and maybe make a response video, which she did. Because she told me in the end Twitter.
That's a lot of charity for somebody like Vada. If you spent any time watching Vada's content and her behavior over the past couple of months, but this person was her friend, so I guess then it makes sense for Jessie, who was her friend, to give her that additional charity. I guess she had earned that from them at this point.
To watch her response.
But okay.
Which is what I done. And the thing is, she kept on saying that she did this and did that, and then she was showing completely different artwork that she did in the first original stream. And I thought that was a bit sus. And
she didn't show the same one?
I thought it was the same.
Correct. No, she didn't.
It wasn't the same artwork. I double checked.
They don't even know?
And,
did you guys check?
You've seen the Mickey Mouse one that she did, supposedly.
No.
You've not seen
I only know of the one that I seen was the flamingo and the girl with the blonde hair sitting on the bed.
Yeah, I knew she took some of the originals and also did stuff to the originals, like her own thing on the actual original. She had a name for it.
So Feran doesn't know and is just oblivious to all of this stuff that she's gonna. So remember the first video watched was Renelle saying, "Hey, maybe do your research," and then Feran's going live about apparently not knowing what the actual content of anything is, and is just sitting here expecting Jessie to explain everything to her with Megan in the side just being like, oh no, she made changes to it. She put a filter on it. she put a filter on it. So do you guys think do you think Feran knows and is playing dumb, or do you think that she actually just didn't do any research?
Make them a little bit remember because I am no artist, you know.
Yeah.
But she did she took the original, like let's say you have a painting and you paint on top of it or add some glitter or whatever. And that's not what I'm saying she did to it actually, but she did her own thing to some of the originals. I know she
may well have.
I have this.
I think I do remember Mickey. Maybe it's like 4 Mickey Mouse, right, on the same frame.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like different colors in each one.
Oh, so she does know.
Thing I never cared.
She does know
enough about this to really be upset, you know.
Yeah. I didn't either. I just assumed she was just showing stuff that she.
You didn't care that your friend was going out into the public and lying about their creative endeavors? That doesn't. It's not indicative of maybe some problematic behavior. It might undermine other points that your group is trying to get across if one of you's a thief and a liar. Okay.
He did, but then these people
like I said,
not you in general, but other people.
They only care if it's Katie, right? Or Charlotte.
No, I'm doing it too.
I'm just like,
no, you're not.
I'm so hard on that. So hard. That sounds wrong. I'm so high even. Not hard. That sounds even worse.
So I'm so hard. Now you're so high. Okay.
That's what I meant. I'm so high on this Pepsi.
Jessie is trying to be as gentle as possible here, and that's not how I would handle it. But I mean, he's still, or they're still trying to be friends with Vada. I don't know their pronouns. I haven't gone to look, but they're still clearly trying to be amicable.
Max, that's what I was meant to say.
Okay, there we go.
Typo.
Oh yeah, they hate Alice's lot.
Yeah, so
as well.
I watched like I said, I didn't do it to spite Vada. I don't hate Vada. I want people to know that I don't hate her at all.
One of the first things I was accused of by Red's rhetoric was tracing when I decided I didn't want to work with Steve anymore. So, you know.
That's what it felt like
Hello,
to me,
welcome.
that you're trying to hurt her.
No,
That's what it looked like, to be honest.
Well, yeah, and there was
Yeah.
a lot of people that were coming to you and saying that Vada lied to them or on them, which, you know, a lot of people are lying
Sure.
about that because they took it as an opportunity to kind of use,
Prove
you know,
it.
you just talking about what you were feeling on this
Yeah.
as a way to kind of come at her, you know?
Yeah, that's what it felt
I
like.
wasn't aiming at her. Well, technically, in a
You
way
were.
I was. If you think
Yeah,
about it
you were.
logically. But what
Yeah,
I was
I
trying to
didn't
do,
know about her, silly. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
What I was doing is that she told me in Twitter DM that she didn't state that she claimed the art was hers. Yeah, that's what she said. So I thought to myself, well, if you're going to start telling me lies, like you're blatantly lying to me. I even said that to her. I said, you're blatantly lying to me. Tell me the honest truth. I've always been honest with you. Why are you not honest with me? I said, that's what I don't
Mhm.
like. I
That's
said, we
fair.
have a mutual ground here where you can tell me the honest truth. I said, you know, I will make a video to prove that you did in fact say this. That was the only reason why I done it, because she believes she never said it. Yeah. So that's why I made the video and the audio to prove to her that she did say it. And I messaged her. I sent a comment saying, Vada, if you're watching this, I'm not doing this out of spite. I just want you to know that if you can hear yourself saying these things, I want you to know that you did in fact say it. That was the only reason why I done it.
That she had created this.
Sure.
Hold on.
No, that she didn't create any of them, because I highlighted all the pictures and it gave me the websites of the original artists that were the ones that made them. If she
Right.
had,
But,
sorry. go
oh,
on.
sorry. I was wondering if you did, I mean, because I know she just kind of did her own version on some of the originals, but if you search that image, it might still give you the original artist, because that is the original artist, even though she may have done her own thing to the picture. It would
That's not how that works, Megan. That's not. If you recreate someone's art, then what an artist says is, I recreated this art. Look how close I got. Not, you made this, I made this. It's the you made this, I made this meme. That's what Vada's doing. How do you know, by the way, Megan? Are you taking Vada's word for it? Or did you actually witness directly Vada doing the art? Did you witness it? Do you live close enough to Vada to go to her house and see the art yourself? Huh? No? Huh?
still maybe give you the original artist in a search.
Yeah, I get what you
My
mean.
whole thing is, my whole thing is did she claim, like, this is her original work, this is her content, this is her work. I just want to know if she had said that, and I don't know, because I can't find it. I know she said they're hers, she made them, but
You can't find it? But you know she said they're hers and she made them? Then you found it. She said she made them. What the fuck? What the fuck? What did I just hear? I just want to know. I'm asking not Vada, because I guess Feran doesn't trust Vada. So I went to go find where Vada said this, but I couldn't find it. But I know that she said they were hers and she made them. The sirens. Guys, we are only 15 minutes in and the sirens are already going off. Oh, the brain fog. How do you contradict yourself in the same sentence like that? Oh my god.
then again, people on Twitter were like, no, you didn't, and they showed exactly where this
Yeah,
was not hers.
To answer your question, Nikki, I can actually answer that. Now,
Mhm.
she told me, whether or not it's true or not, I don't know, so don't quote me on this. But probably Megs might know, I don't know. But she told me that a creator called Goose told her to remove them. Told her to take it down from her channel. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm
Okay.
Well,
No, I heard that
she
too.
she removed a lot of videos. It wasn't just that one. There was somebody who was reporting and striking her videos multiple times day and night. So she
Yeah.
privated several of them. It wasn't just because she was trying to hide anything or anything with the art. It was a whole group of videos around that same time frame, if that
Well,
makes
here it
sense.
Well, is that part of the videos that you guys were claiming Charla was striking? Is that looped in with those videos, or are you now admitting that you were wrong about Charla being the one that was striking those videos and it was actually some artist? Or where is anything that demonstrates Vada was actually being struck? Also, I see over here, Autistic Shill at Feran, the haters tried to latch on to me when I was arguing with Vada and or Megan. I proved the haters wrong, as I wasn't falling for it, and I won't. You mean that you're not gonna fall for Vada saying she made something she didn't make when people can demonstrably show that she didn't make it? Uh-huh. Okay. Moderate Extremist said, I mean, I wonder how he, meaning Jessie, would feel if people ran to Vada with his past. It's not the past, it's a video that was currently up with her lying. And she decided to make a video to prove to him he did do something of the things he probably will not cop to now. It's a bit of a reach. I wonder how somebody would feel getting their their previous lies exposed by somebody they were trying to lie to in DMs recently. I wonder. I mean, I imagine you'd feel that person would feel pretty shitty, but just because Vada feels icky about it and doesn't like that she got exposed by a friend of hers doesn't invalidate what Jessie did. Right? That's not how that works. But okay.
Yeah,
whatever,
if you're
moving
hearing me
on.
slapping, I'm sorry, I'm just drinking my... Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, I can... So I can understand that. But this is the thing. I'm not calling you a Limex, so I don't think I am, but the thing is, why did Vada tell me that Goose told her to remove it if she actually privated the video?
Well, I mean, it's still removing it from, I mean, it's removed from public
told
eye.
me, yeah, she told me that Goose told her to delete the video, not put on private.
Well, maybe she
Those
just
are
meant
different
that was
things.
the advice that her good friend was giving her at the time because she was catching so much hell about it, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I took it. I didn't really ask too many questions about that because, I mean, she said the same to me. I just kind
How
of took
convenient.
it as, like, her friend giving her advice because of so many people, you know, giving her a hard time about the art.
Yeah.
It's awfully convenient that your friends don't ask questions or follow-up stuff about the shenaniganry you're getting up to. How convenient for you. What good friend. Good friend.
Yeah.
You know,
I do
read
get
more
that.
into it.
I do
Right.
get that. But what
Like,
pissed
I'm
me
like
off...
Teresa. I don't understand. Like, Teresa says a lot of people will find art and try to replicate it. I'm not seeing what the big deal is about paintings. I think that the deal is people are saying that Vada claims that art as hers. That it's
Yeah.
hers and hers only. She's the artist. She's the creator. I don't recall. I'm gonna watch it so that I can figure out what's going on here. But I don't recall her saying that myself.
Well, in
Yeah.
the video, you'll actually...
Except that you just said that you did recall her saying that she made it and it was hers.
actually hear me replaying the audio that she says that I did this and I did that, I drew this and all that lot. So you will actually hear her saying it.
Yeah, and that's
yeah,
fine. Yeah, because she did draw it. She did make it. But how am I trying? I'm trying to say.
So now Feran is reiterating Vada's provable lie. Okay.
That she's actually saying, like, I'm the artist of all this work. I created this. This is all mine. Not 10 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say?
I know. I don't know.
No, I get what you're saying.
don't-
She didn't specifically say I am the artist of these creations. She didn't say that specifically, no. But she did say that she drew them.
And art
yeah.
like hers and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, she
Right.
did. She drew them.
I don't think she's trying to say that.
No,
I
I
don't
think
feel
he
like
drew
the more I
some.
I haven't been able to find the thing, but I'm going to impose what I believe Vada was trying to say without seeing the thing that I'm trying to interpret. That's always a good sign.
Yeah, I
it's
know
like,
she
yeah, I
drew
did
some
this. Look at
copies.
this. Like that.
Right,
Yeah.
and then
I
she
don't-
did
I
some
don't-
stuff too. The actual painting, which she called like transforming or something like that. I know nothing about art. Y'all can't even draw.
She said
a stick
transforming?
figure. So yeah,
I don't know anything about this. Let me defend it to my dying breath.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So she's not
Yeah.
saying it's her. She's saying she transformed it. into
Why,
whatever.
if neither of you, Feran nor Megan, know anything about art or anything about the situation, why are you inserting yourselves? Let me answer the rhetorical question I just asked. Because you need to defend Vada. It has nothing to do with the content or the context. It doesn't matter what Vada did or did not do. You are blindly supporting her, and you are blindly just propping her up. Why? Why are you doing that? Is it because you're all colluding? Is that why? Is this why Nikki was blowing smoke up Suzanne's ass?
Right. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And then, but I'm gonna watch everything because I'm not gonna say yes or no to anything right now because I need to
Yeah.
watch both, and I will.
Well,
And
I will say that
Then
the
you
music
should
that I
have
use is
watched.
back.
Then you should have watched it before you brought Jessie on, so you would be prepared with whatever questions you wanted to ask Jessie. You dumb bitch. Please learn how to make these videos in a way that is cohesive. If you bring him on before you know what the fuck you're doing or what the fuck you're talking about, then it makes you look very, very stupid and very all over the place because you are those things. So just say, hey, Jessie, no problem. I'm gonna bring you on, but I'm gonna wait until after I've shown the video and have a good grasp of what I'm actually going into, and then we can bring you on to talk about it. Simple as that. They don't want to ask Jessie questions. They want to intimidate him into retracting his criticism. Yeah, I mean, when you start off with Jessie swinging in and saying, hey, I tried to talk to Vada about this in private and she stonewalled me, so I made a video to try to get her attention. You're not starting off in a good space for Vada.
From YouTube audio, so you'll be perfectly fine playing it.
Okay, good.
I want you to play it, and it's like, you know, copyright music kind of thing, but it's not, so you're fine.
I don't know. I just feel like this is. I think I understand why you were saying something.
Yeah. I would just bitch.
Bobby and Gizmo in the chat said it's called transformable art. A lot of people do it. If I draw my own version of Spider-Man and I like sketch out a Spider-Man that I do from memory, I made that Spider-Man. It doesn't give me copyrights to Spider-Man. I made the art, but I don't own the character, right? So like if somebody does art of Mickey Mouse, they made the art, but they don't own Mickey Mouse. At this point, Vada didn't even make the art. She took somebody else's art, said it was hers, and then when she got called out for it, put a filter over top of it and reposted it, saying, look at what I did to it. When I'm talking to my friends, I don't have to make videos to get somebody's attention. Right? Isn't that kind of bizarre? That's a little bizarre. Dirty Uncle Sal said Vada's blatant dishonesty all the way around in the way that she came into this space like a wrecking ball. Fair enough.
Because she never told me the truth, and I wanted her to know that she did in fact say what she claimed she didn't. That's why I made the video.
Yeah, fair.
I'm not you though, but
Yeah.
from my perspective.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because you guys are friends, you know what I'm saying? I think I
Right.
understand.
Yeah, but then
but I would have kept it behind the scenes.
Well,
because now people
yeah.
are like, "Yay, go Jessie!"
Well, you
and
see,
fuck
yeah, because you know she's going through
Yeah,
something right now with so
because
much
she
hate.
lied to him.
And
Yeah.
somebody else in the chat was just saying that, you know, that when she was having a little bit of issue with Vada and I for a second, the trolls tried to latch onto her, and I think that, you know, that's what it with all that going on, it was just kind of bad timing, I guess, you know. And then I saw they
Yeah.
were trying to do that to you in your comments, and
Oh no. I did say in the in one of the comment posts that I made saying that this was specifically done on how I felt.
oh yeah, no, I saw your statement too.
Yeah,
You know,
and,
later
you know,
I was talking about like the troll comments that people were leaving.
I wouldn't say they were troll
What-
comments. I mean,
Yeah.
I
What troll comments?
Okay, I would always check on my phone. Oh my god, I got hiccups. Sorry. You know, they were just basically putting down the experience that they've had with her. I wouldn't say that, you know, they're troll comments. I mean, everyone's entitled to an
That's
opinion, everyone's
fair.
putting theirs down.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean, hello.
Sorry, I'm just reading something somebody sent to me.
Okay.
So Jessie's right. The tools
9,
brings
10.
up action.
Megan didn't say anything in response to that shit. Oh my god. Nikki was reading something. Megan didn't say shit. Holy fuck. 10 seconds of just silence. Of being like, I was just talking about my experience with Vada and how I felt about it, and then other people weren't troll commenting. They were talking about their experiences with Vada, and they have a right to do that. No response. 10 seconds of dead air. Holy shit. Fucking whoops.
Picture you were trying to find. And if it is Vada claimed she made them, then they wouldn't have brought up with someone else's work. Yes, I get that too. I did see some of
Right.
that. Like I said, I'm gonna go through this and try and figure this out. Uh-oh, Reverend, what are you doing? I wish this wasn't on a weekend when I had my daughter. I'd come in here and explain exactly why people are pissed about art plagiarism. Hey.
And why it's a big deal. Yeah,
I-
people care about stuff like
I-
that.
I gotta
yeah.
watch both videos, okay, before I come to my own conclusion, and then I'm gonna say exactly how I feel. I understand why you'd be pissed, Reverend, because, well, the work you did, which is beautiful, by the way. I have a piece and I love it. I just, oh God, I'm upset at the fact of how you are portraying yourself on Twitter. Like, you look like an asshole towards
Who,
your
me?
friend. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you're just,
Why?
Wait, hold up a second. Hold on a minute. Now, I don't mean this to sound harsh in any shape or form, because if I was a female, it'd be completely different the other way around. But
Yeah.
now, if I messaged you and I said, look, can you be honest with me? Did you say this? Did you say that? And then you deliberately lie to me on Twitter and say no, you didn't, when I know for a fact you did. Now,
publicly? Was it public or just with DM?
it was just on the DM, yeah, by saying that she never stated that she took anyone's artwork as her own, but in her stream she did exactly that. Now, because I'm a bloke, obviously, it's going to be completely different rules, obviously, because there's rules work for women and rules for men on YouTube, apparently. Now, because
I don't want it to be like that. Don't feel like that.
Yeah.
That's a fair, that's a valid interpretation. People are held to different standards based on their gender, yes, and that is problematic in different ways and for different reasons, and that's a different conversation, which is fine. We don't have to have that conversation right now, but I think it's reasonable for Jessie to have acknowledged this.
No, I'm just saying that's how it feels. But the thing is, I represented it in the best way that I knew possible, with a bit of help, so that I wouldn't physically attack Vada, which I didn't. I was only showing her that yes, you did say this. Maybe you don't remember saying it, but you did say it.
Sure.
And I wanted her to know that what she was doing was way out of order. And I'm not being funny, but if you designed something, Nikki, and then you discovered that she classed it as her own, even though you put all the hard work in it,
exactly.
Exactly. Video after video, I'd be coming after her. Absolutely.
So you can imagine how the two artists.
So Feran is saying that Jessie is an asshole and looks like an asshole, but if Feran were in Jessie's position, she would do the same thing. But yeah, he wasn't physically attacking her. He's using the word physically figuratively to mean that he wasn't being very aggressive and he wasn't trying to have a go at her. That's what he's saying. But Jessie at this point is asking, why do you think I'm an asshole? And the reasoning that Feran is providing is that you guys are friends. It's inappropriate of you to publicly make a video and call out your friend for lying to you in DMs. Those DMs should have remained private, and you should have either just let her lie about it privately to you, and then also be continuously lying about it in public, and you should just allow that to happen because you're friends. That's what a good friend does, apparently. According to Nikki. Feran, whatever your name is.
Perspective, absolutely. I do. I don't think we're ever gonna see eye to eye on this conversation.
No. You're agreeing!
What
do you mean you're not gonna see eye to eye? You're literally agreeing with him right now.
I'm not gonna shit in your face or call you names. I'm not. I can't do that. I would never do that. Just I get it right now, and I'm gonna.
Is Feran an asshole? Because Daddy Generic Minority makes a good point. Private, like the court filings they keep showing on stream. Yeah, is Feran an asshole for showing Vada's? Does Feran look like an asshole for showing Vada's court order before it was actually accepted to court? Before it was and then have it dismissed immediately and makes her look like a complete fucking idiot? Is Feran an asshole? Because that was something that was shared in private. I assume that Vada gave Feran permission to show those things, but that's still against a protective order to do so. Addresses, names, locations.
Watch that and then come to my own conclusion. It's not even my fucking business. I just want to know.
That's what I was.
It's not my business. I'm just gonna make a whole stream about it.
That's
and argue with you.
I mean, I understand how Jessie feels on this topic. Me and him have always gotten along, and
they're totally not biased for Vada at all. Definitely not.
I've enjoyed his videos and everything. But for me, this art stuff it's just not a big deal. I just don't see why we have to keep going there, because there's so many other bigger things happening right now. That's happening.
Yeah, just let Vada lie and plagiarize art and steal from people, because there's other bigger things happening right now. This is gross, to be honest. What, you don't like seeing these two women try to take advantage of their position to gaslight the fuck out of this dude? Wait, what?
Vada, coming after her.
Bigger lies of Vada.
And, digging into her family and all these things, so.
Now, far be it from me to say this, because, I'm a gay man and everything, but I love Vada to pieces. She's my own sister, yeah?
Right.
But the thing is, because she blatantly lied to me directly on DM, that's what hurt the most.
Hurt. Yeah, it hurt.
You know what I mean?
too.
So I treat her and all the other females here like they're my own sisters. Fucking hell, I've got a lot of sisters. But yeah, so you know what I mean. So
can I just like a heart to heart with Jessie real quick? Stop doing that. Don't do that. It would be a good idea to kind of like internally process some kind of vetting system so you don't actually like latch on to shitty people. might help you out. I'm not saying that you should or should not be friends with Vada in particular, or Feran or Megan in particular, but I would recommend having like a personal vetting system about and like have like a staircase to friendship, you know what I mean, or to sisterhood. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but maybe getting internalized, maybe write that shit down just for you, just so that way you can like, if somebody is like outside like your personal boundaries or like your personal ethics system, like, you know, stealing art, for example, if that's outside of like what you find acceptable or whatever it is that you find acceptable or not acceptable, lying on paperwork, harassing people, being part of a big fucking international collusion group to try to fucking go after, if any of those things are outside of like those personal boundaries of somebody you would consider a friend, maybe maybe you can, maybe that'll, I don't know, I don't know your life, it's just food for thought.
It's pretty hard knowing that you're being lied to directly and indirectly as well.
Oh, I didn't make that poll. That's a generics poll, I do believe, so props to generic for that one.
It's yeah.
Vada's wanting to try to come up. Can we send her the link?
Yeah, please don't. I'm not doing fighting.
No, this is your stream, Nikki. I'm gonna be respectful.
I don't want any fighting. Not saying like Vada's probably hot right now. I don't want any fighting.
No.
So I'm just gonna look at the live chat real quick. It's a big deal to the artists. Think of it this way: she never gave credit. I don't know if that's how I would explain it, but it looks like Rev is trying to do his best to try to explain why artists would take an issue with, or why any artist or the artists would take an issue with what Vada did. She claimed she made them. That steals from the artist putting food on their table. He's not wrong. Mr. Black Wolf said, to Reverend Ruin, you are not the effing artist. The artist is the artist here with us? No, you're full of shit. That is not how that works. The individual artist doesn't need to be here to defend their decision. Other artists explaining why this is just generally a bad thing, let alone the legality behind it, why that's bad for artists, is completely valid.
That's fine.
Generic.
I'm gonna watch your video, and then I'm gonna watch her video where she explains things. Okay.
Okay.
That's all I want to do. I just want to get a perspective.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Honestly.
Feran's acting like Jessie is attacking her or trying to prevent her from watching this video, and Jessie has done no such thing. It's kind of funny.
So I don't want any attacks or anything. That goes for both of you. I don't know. I just think
Right.
the worst. It's probably not about that.
The artist doesn't need to be there to have a copyright. To have the copyright to be defended. It's such a weird argument. Yeah, it is. I'm curious to know if they actually change the StreamYard's link every time, or if I were to click on this when there's another stream going on, if they actually are smart enough to change that through and use a different one, or if that link is the same link. Like, if I were to click on that link while they're live one day, would I just pop into the background and scare the shit out of them? I'm just curious, just from a production standpoint, because if you don't update your links, then they're still applicable.
I'm trying. Okay,
I ate them all, none. I ate all damn cookies. I want more. The cookie buckets for Christmas. I ate them all. They were good. I might go lick the crumbs. I swear.
Oh my god, who said that?
Let's be respectful of the chat, please, or I will have to start deleting comments and timing out and blocking.
Flying Mom, who's a member here, says Vada needs to check her reaction. She lied and tried to cover it up. She forgot there is a video out there where she's literally claiming someone's artwork as her own. Yeah, just fix your shit. Double yes.
Teresa's fault, man. Vada needs to check her reaction. She lied and tried to cover it up. She forgot there was a video out there where she's literally claiming someone artwork as her own. That's the video that I've been watching. You have, right? right, Jessie? That's the video that you did today that I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
Watch Tiger's video.
Where,
Tiger's
Virtual
video is
does it?
very
Well,
good.
I couldn't find the original stream that she did, so
Okay.
They're willing to watch Jesse's video, who Jessie is saying he's admittedly trying to be nice to Vada on, but they're not willing to show Burnt Toast videos or Tiger's video. The Tiger was the one I flicked through before that I linked to you guys. Why aren't they covering those ones? Why only Jesse's video? Because they're worried that Jessie will stop being friends with Vada? Yeah, it's the genetic fallacy all over the place.
I took Burnt Toast version of it, and I actually credited her in the description.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's easy, you know?
Where the hell did I put it?
Feran's hair. It looks
gonna-
like she
yeah, I'm
straightened
telling
it
the truth.
for this stream.
Reverend really wishes he could come up. So.
No, I agree that
Okay,
it is. I
Vada's
don't know.
coming
It feels. I just. Yeah, Vada's coming up. Hey, Vada. Vada.
Did she get the link?
Yeah,
I'm not up there yet.
I'm here. Oh yeah, you're here.
Yeah, you're here.
Okay,
Here.
You there? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I don't have long because I'm with my mother-in-law, but I just want to say a couple things. So, Jessie, I didn't lie to you in the DMs. I said I owe nobody an explanation. I said that I took a piece of art and transformed it into my own. It's called appropriation. I took and transformed the original piece and made it my own piece. And that's what I showed my audience. And in DMs, you blocked me before I could even explain to you or show you it. And I'm trying to be as respectful as much up here as possible. I'm not yelling or anything. I'm hoping y'all can hear me okay.
Yeah, keep it.
Yeah.
And then on the second thing, you were like,
And we're getting into arguing about what the DMs technically said. So now we need to show DMs. So I hope Vada's sharing those to Feran, so Feran can put those on screen.
how would you feel? You said, how would you feel if someone took your art piece and went live and claimed it as their own? That's what I did. That's what they're not getting. And this is all getting riled up because of
Right.
that
Exactly.
punk bitch dude in the chat, whatever his name is. Rev. Yeah, he has nothing that he can go at. He just has to bring up something that's already been solved, has already been proven and debunked, and goes person to person trying to convince him of a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, it's all part of the hate train on Vada.
There is nothing. If you
So, Reverend speaking as an artist, because Reverend Ruin is an artist, he does art, he's an artist, is not allowed to talk about this because he said you were wrong about something else before. So, therefore, it's a hate train on Vada, which Reverend was also mostly right about. You can ask RNGD Gaming. RNGD Gaming knows what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to IP addresses and what you can and cannot learn from them. And Reverend is in the chat, so Vada is taking a fucking pot shot while she's live to go after Reverend, who's not there, like, in chat to talk back and forth. He's in the chat. But Reverend is also saying that Vada is full of crap because Vada brought Rev up in her thing. So Rev is responding to something Vada had said, and Vada's like, oh, you're just coming at me. Oh my god, that's fucking crazy. The chaos! The chaos!
watch an art video, there are people that literally have the Little Mermaid sitting next to them and erase the mermaid, they copy the mermaid, they make it their own, they try. That's how you learn how to do art. Every piece of that art was from 2017 when I was just starting. I had just started.
Yeah, but they're showing that they're tracing it and not claiming it as their own. They're like, I made this, I traced it, I did this. Tracing is a valid way to learn how to do something or to advance your art or to, like, in addition to, right? You can still make your own art by tracing something. Tracing isn't entirely invalid. It just depends on what you're doing and how you're doing it. Vada taking a piece of art and then putting a filter on top of it to try to backtrack to say that she made art that she didn't is not gonna fly, especially with artists. Do you guys think she actually did that in 2017? When she had just started doing art in 2017?
Yeah, it's
I
not
never
so-
went live with an original piece and said, oh, this is my art. I never did that.
Okay. I'm gonna watch the video that Jessie did. Then I'm gonna
And the
watch
pieces that, and if you look at the pieces, and when you do, Nikki, look at the pieces that she reverse searched. They're not even the same piece. I did a school project with my nephew, and it's got a sky that I made by hand. It wasn't copied from anything. That was me naturally drawing that. It's on poster board, and I got gems from Hobby Lobby and some of the Caribbean characters and glued them on there. Yeah.
But who cares, says Megan. Why is it a big deal? Because lying and then doubling down and then lying more to backtrack to lie more, to steal things from people is an issue. Regardless of whatever the fuck else is going on, it's its own issue. And it's not very good for your other causes. Oh, there's my fucking thing. Mr. Blackwolf said it's okay if you feel she lied to you, but you ain't gotta manipulate other people into your hate for that person. That's where you become the worse of the two. Yeah, okay, we're gonna use their line of demarcation. Oh boy. I should just get an audio clip of the Silent Hill sound. And just play it every time we talk about these chuckle fucks. Yeah, it is silent. Yeah, put it on a soundboard. Yeah, see, you get it. All right. So far, we have been through, earlier today, we had gone through Renelle. We had looked at what Suzanne had to say. We are currently on Feran, also Supernatural Crimes with Nikki. And we're about halfway through her. So we still got a bit to go. We do have them on 1.5 speed, I think. Is that the speed we got them on? Yeah, 1.5 speed, just so we can actually get through this in any kind of reasonable amount of time. Normally, I like to keep them normal speed, just so anybody who's watching this in the future can speed it up if they want to, but too bad. Too bad this time. My Amazon wish list? Oh, thank you so much, Leoric. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. 4-month streak. Where's my Amazon wish list? It's on Amazon. You want it? Alright, I'll get you my wish list. Hold on. I'll grab it for you. Do you want mine or do you want Puck's? I'll give you both. How about that? This one is for me. That one's mine. This one's for Puck. I have not updated mine in a little while, so it's gonna need to be updated in the next couple of days, but there it is if you want to take a look at it. Okay. This shit. I don't remember what we were talking about. Oh, right. Vada came in and was big mad at Jessie for saying she was lying, and she was claiming that the DMs... What happened in the DMs isn't what Jessie said that it was, and Vada has completely steamrolled Nikki's stream, as Nikki or Feran has not yet had time to watch the videos she's supposed to be talking about before she started bringing people in, like a fool. Quite frankly, if you're going to do that, and you're gonna have creators come on and confront each other on your channel, it's really best off that you know what the fuck is going on. Ideally from an unbiased point of view, but definitely she should have watched the videos before bringing either of them on. Oh yeah, Reverend also in the chat, full on calling Vada out. Black Wolf trying to gaslight everybody, and Megan, both in the live and in the chat, also just trying to downplay, gaslight, and you know, move the goalpost. Alright, let's go.
And find some planet.
Hold on a second. That's not coming through my... That's... Hold on. Let's try this again. There we go.
Thing that's not even the same thing and says that I copied it.
Why are you not coming through my headphones? Please.
Right. Can you hear me?
Come on! I believe in you. Come on. Connected.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
You're like
Okay, we're
in
good.
and out here and there, but I did
Yeah,
get just
a
what you
little
said. I will say this regarding that the stars and the moon piece that you did. I didn't do anything about that because I couldn't find anything because I wanted that myself because that was freaking amazing.
That was naturally made by me, naturally.
Well,
So this one you're claiming is yours.
Was it?
You're
Are you
creator,
sure?
right? The star
Yeah,
one?
the only thing I did to those originals of anything else was a pen and wash. One of them I made an acrylic out of because it was a print. I took a print and made an acrylic out of it. That's all I did. And I even altered it. I put the feathers on the peacock. Look at the neck. The neck is green. There's green feathers going all the way down the neck. Their original one doesn't have the green feathers. Theirs is looking down. Mine is looking slanted. The bottom has a big old red fiery thing on mine. Theirs doesn't. And then as far as the girl goes, I took the girl and I made her a pin and wash cubist art piece. I changed the pillows, I changed the carpet, I changed the girl's face, I changed everything on her, and I made her look more like me. Look more like me.
Yeah.
As far as
Okay, but we saw earlier that you could one-to-one the one that she originally showed, and then she showed something different later. That's part of the problem. And part of the problem with a stream like this is these things need to be on screen right now. They need to go, okay, hold on. Let's stop and let's look at what you're showing. We can one-to-one this.
Where's Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mouse came as a print. I turned it into a pin and wash, and I did a stain and I faded it. That's all I did. I didn't claim anybody's work as mine. The only one that I even claimed, period, at all, in any sort of words at all, as mine was when I said, hey guys, how do you like this? I made this, this is such and such, and this is me in this picture. As in, I altered it to make the girl look like me. I made her look more like me, and I'll send you the before and afters of every single one of them, and you can clearly tell the stencil difference. Absolutely.
Maybe I'll have to.
So did you trace it, or was it a stencil? Because when you stencil something, you have to legitimately make a stencil. So produce the stencil. Show us the stencil that you made then. We have to believe her because she's passionate. Oh, of course. Hey, Vanya, welcome back.
To do that just to calm things down.
It's just a Rev person. He's so obsessed. Like, here's the thing, okay? Let's get this out of the way, too. I never have said I can hack anybody. That is a figure of speech and a joke. I said rather than doxing, I
It's a
probably hacked them
joke.
as a joke, and they have ran with that and say I hack people.
It's
Okay?
a joke!
And he has gone on and on and on. Well, one day, here's what had happened. I was investigating. I was being framed with emails, right? Some names.
What does this have to do with your art, Vada? Why don't you let Jessie answer? Why don't you let people pull things up instead of immediately jumping to the next thing? Does she even know what stencils mean? I don't know, guys. Do you guys think that she knows what stenciling is, or what a stencil is?
The names were listed in the email, so I took those names by themselves and dropped them on Twitter to drop bait to see what would happen. And Twitter fucking exploded. Okay, and I told there was Alice going on and on and on, and I was letting them know I got your IP through your email, and then out of nowhere the Rev guy comes and he's like, you can't track an IP through an email, and he said, well, how did you do it? And I wasn't going to give him a detailed instruction list right in front of the people I'm trying to locate. Every single troll on there was after me watching. They were hoping I would give it a 1 to 10 detail on how I track them on the emails. I wasn't about to give them that, so I told him the headers. I'd never met him before. I don't owe him nothing. It's none of his business. So I told him the headers, and he got in a straight argument with me on Twitter. So later on, I gave it a month to cool down, and I went to him and I said, do you want to see what I was talking about to prove I was telling you the truth? He said,
something that I do a lot of the time, regardless of whether or not, like, I'm trying to, like, suss people out, or whatever the fuck she's trying to do here. I tell you guys what I'm doing ahead of time. I tell them what I'm doing ahead of time. They just can't figure it out. I'm straightforward about what I'm doing. I did this when I was, when I did that Degorian Knot video. I did this when I cast the large net over the swatting video. I did this at the beginning of this, and in the first half, I explained, this is what I'm doing, this is what we're looking for, this is what we're going to demonstrate. Surprise, surprise. If she's saying I'm getting IPs from email, no, a direct email, an email you cannot get an IP from. A phishing link you could get an IP from, but that's still not gonna locate anybody, so it's not even gonna do what you're claiming you're doing it for in the first place anyway, regardless. And it's just general internet safety to not click on suspicious links. I would know.
Sure. And he allowed me to trace him. I said, send me an email. I'll prove to you that I can have your know your location. And I was able to get his location, even his internet service provider. So he knows that. And Rev, you know I'm right. And you say I was lying to you. No, I didn't know you. I didn't
She's
know you.
lying.
And I'm lying by omission, but I didn't owe you anything. And these people
That's
have been
what
framing
Rev
me since
said.
May with fucking horrible crimes and through these emails to people. So yes, I traced them to see who the hell they were. And no, I'm not going to go and tell on myself on Twitter in front of the ones framing me and tell them how I was able to get their location. I wasn't going to do that.
Reverend Ruin, you got a general location of the IP at the server level, not my actual location. Black Wolf, Ruin, F you, do your own research, we did our own. Vagary says my IP address shows I'm in a town almost 30 miles away. Trust me, bro, she got the location from the server. Oh,
moron would do that.
brother.
Well,
I didn't know the guy.
if you don't like Vada and you don't think she tells the truth, don't watch her. Stay away from her. Agree to disagree and drop it.
Yeah.
No, because it's not about an agree to disagree. It's she's factually wrong about the way IP addresses work. There's no disagreeing about that. She's just incorrect. And whether Reverend or anybody else watches her or not, it's irrelevant. She's fucking incorrect. She's also fucking stealing people's artwork. Demonstrated. It's not a matter of agree to disagree about what counts as transformative, because she changed what she showed on screen and provided a different piece of artwork and then said that one was actually what she was showing when it was not what she was showing, as we saw from Tiger's video. So, no, it's not about agree to disagree, and it's not about whether or not people watch her. You don't have to watch Vada to come to conclusions about Vada at this point, because there's enough videos, like Tiger's video, to show that do show Vada's content in a way to explain Vada's content. Right? There's no excusing that. I don't need to sit around and watch Vada's channel to decide that Vada doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about IP addresses. All I need is an audio clip of her saying, I got this through I got your address from an IP address, to know that she's full of shit. Right? Like, it's not a matter of agreeing to disagree, Megan. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. And why is Megan so hard-pressed so that she was showing up in Suzanne's and showing up in Reagan's and showing up in Nikki's or Feran's comment section, or even in the live stream, to derail this? I like how Feran is just sitting there like, are you ready for this? Rev and I do not agree about things. Rev has made some fucking remarks about things that he thinks I've done, but I haven't argued with him about it. Fine, whatever. That people can go and look for that if they want to go find that. He talked about it on Twitter. It's whatever. That's not what this is about. We can compartmentalize those things. And I can say that he's right. It's not about whether you like or dislike Vada. It's whether or not she's correct factually about something that is factual.
Quit sending me threats. Quit trying to frame me with shit. Leave me the hell alone. Quit sending people emails.
So now Vada's accusing Reverend of sending her threats? Where? What threats?
With the death threats to their kids and shit in them. Are you serious? Y'all wonder why y'all got tracked? I would have never tracked y'all. Then here's another thing that happens the other day.
You haven't tracked anybody.
I've never seen y'all personal links to my members
Hold on
only.
1 second. Can you prove that?
Yep.
Can you prove that he has in fact been doing that?
It has been doing what?
That sending people threats to their kids. Can you prove that?
I can.
Oh yeah,
I
Don
can
can post them.
in my name.
And I traced them right.
Right. Hold on 1 minute. I'm not
Good catch, Jessie.
asking you to prove it, Nikki, because you've got no reason to. I'm asking Vada if she can prove it, because a lot of people are saying that she's been saying a lot of shit and can't be able to prove it.
I've been proving it. They just ignore it because they know I'm right. That's why they're all...
based on it.
Jesse, why do you think they're after me? Why do you think they're after me? Because they know I know what I'm doing.
That's between them and you guys. I've got nothing to do with that. But what I'm saying is, if you can't... What?
You, Rev? No. Nobody's saying Reverend sent emails. Like, hell, Reverend didn't send shit to me. No.
Vada just said that Reverend was threatening her. So yeah, that's what Jessie is asking for, and then Jessie said, can you prove that they, meaning Rev, has been threatening you? Can you prove that? And they said yes. Megan and Vada just said yes, and I don't know if I heard that correctly, but I think Feran might have said yes too, but it sounds like she's correcting herself.
Oh, nobody said that he sent emails.
Nobody said Reverend sent emails.
No, we're talking about some of the trolls.
What do you mean? Now you're double backing? Hold on, let's play that again. Let's play this again. Play.
Proof? He said sure, and he allowed me to trace him. I said, send me an email.
Meaning
I
Rev.
can have your know your location, and I was able to get his location, even his internet service provider. So he knows that. And Rev, you know I'm right. And you say I was lying to you. No,
Rev.
I didn't know you. I didn't know you. It might be lying by omission, but I didn't owe you anything. And these people have been framing me since May with fucking horrible crimes and through these emails to people. So yes, I traced them to see who the hell they were. And no, I don't have. I'm not going to go and tell on myself on Twitter in front of the ones framing me and tell them how I was able to get their location. I wasn't going to do that. A fucking moron would do that.
Well,
But I didn't know the guy.
How about if you don't like Vada and you don't think she tells the truth, don't watch her. Stay away from her. Agree to disagree and drop it.
Yeah,
Refer
quit
to
sending me
Rev.
threats. Quit trying to frame me with shit. Leave me the hell alone. Quit sending people emails with death threats to their kids and shit in them. Are you serious?
That is an accusation that Rev is the one doing that. Did you guys catch that? Megan chimed in talking. Vada was talking about was talking about Rev, then moved into generals because that was the reason why she was tracking people. Then Megan brought it back to Reverend, and then Vada jumped on what Megan was saying in regards to Reverend, saying, quit sending me emails, quit sending death threats to kids. So yes, contextually, Vada just accused Rev of sending these things. And so Jessie's gonna come in and say, can you prove that?
Oh,
Y'all wonder why y'all got tracked? I would have never tracked y'all. Then here's another thing that happens the other day. You know how I send y'all personal links to my members
Hold on
only?
1 second. Can you prove that?
Yep.
Can you prove
Prove
that he
what?
has in fact been doing that?
It has been doing what?
That sending people threats to their kids. Can you prove that?
He, meaning Reverend.
I can.
Oh yeah,
I can get
nonsense
emails
posted them.
sent in my name.
All three of them said yes. All three of them said yes to that.
And I traced them, right?
Right, hold on 1 minute. I'm not asking you to prove it, Nikki, because you've got no reason to. I'm asking Vada if she can prove it, because a lot of people have been
Absolutely.
saying that she's
Yes,
done shit and
absolutely.
can't be able to prove it.
I've been proving it. They just ignore it
Well,
because
I
they know I'm
haven't
right.
seen
That's why they're all.
any videos based on it.
Jesse, why do you think they're after me? Why do you think they're after me? Because they know I know what I'm doing.
That's between them and you guys. I've got nothing to do with that. But what I'm saying is, if you
I'm
can't,
a liar.
what?
No, you, Rev. No. Nobody's saying Reverend sent emails. Like hell, Reverend didn't send shit to me. No,
No, nobody
I
said
said
that he sent emails.
Nobody said Reverend sent emails.
No, we're talking.
You guys need to learn to listen to each other when you're all on stream together instead of all trying to bullshit at the same time. It'd probably get you out of a lot of these fucking situations. Poor Rev in the live chat. Yeah, I do not. You're accusing me of crimes. I have not. I never threatened you. I never emailed anyone. I was watching Vada that day when she said that about hacking. These people, they are taking all this and running crazy with this. She is not lying. Then why is he... I never threatened anyone nor sent emails. Then why is he here? I know we have them at speed. I kind of want to actually hear that, just that quick little bit again, at regular speed, because we're listening to it fast and are picking up on this. Let's listen to it slower.
On it.
Jesse, why do you think that
Hold on 1 minute.
Yep.
Can you with death threats to their kids and
Vada, and you don't think she tells the
they're not going to go and tell on myself on Twitter in front of the ones framing me and tell them how I was able to get their location? I wasn't going to do that. A fucking moron would do that.
Well,
but I didn't know the guy.
How about if you don't like Vada and you don't think she tells the truth, don't watch her. Stay away from her. Agree to disagree and drop it.
Referring to Reverend who currently has their comment on screen.
Yeah, quit sending me threats. Quit trying to frame me with shit. Leave me the hell alone. Quit sending people emails with death threats to their kids and shit in them. Are you serious?
Oh,
y'all wonder why y'all got tracked? I would have never tracked y'all. Then here's another thing that happens the other day. You know how I send y'all personal links to my members
Hold on
only?
1 second. Can you prove that?
Yep.
Can you prove that he has in fact been doing that?
He
has been doing what?
That sending people.
He has been doing what? Question mark. Acknowledging that she heard that part, but asking for specifics.
Threats to their kids. Can you prove that?
I can.
Oh yeah, nonsense posted them.
In my name.
And I traced them right.
Right. Hold on 1 minute. I'm not asking you to prove it, Nikki, because you've got no reason to. I'm asking Vada if she can prove it, because a lot of people have been saying that she's been saying a lot of shit and can't be able to prove it.
can.
I've been proving it. They just ignore it because they know I'm right. That's why they're all
based on it.
Jesse, why do you think they're after me? Why do you think they're after me? Because they know I know what I'm doing.
That's between them and you guys. I've got nothing to do with that. But what I'm saying is, if you can't... What?
No, you, Rev. No. Nobody's saying Reverend sent emails. Like hell, Reverend didn't send shit to me. No,
nobody's saying.
And there they go. like, pay you guys, even if you didn't make the accusation on purpose, which I'm pretty even if you guys need to start doing a better job and taking more responsibility and putting more care into listening for what you guys are putting out there, period. End of sentence.
That he sent emails?
Nobody said Reverend sent emails.
No, we're talking about some of the troll people that posed as Nat and all that stuff.
Right. Rev had nothing to do. Let me fix this part. He had nothing to do.
Never do anything like that. Fuck no.
Rev just happened to walk in on a moment where I'm arguing with the trolls about them framing me with emails. He just happened to jump into that conversation on accident and start going at me. He didn't know what was going on in the background, and he didn't understand that I could not give detailed instructions on how I'm literally trying to get these people to stop framing me with emails. I couldn't tell him that while they're watching. I would be a complete idiot to do that.
It did.
But yes,
they
Jessie,
did
I can send you
that.
proof where I've tracked them straight to their IP from the email to them of the people that have sent me death threats. I absolutely can prove that to you. And they know I can prove it, and that's why they're fucking acting.
So Vada's saying I can prove it to Jessie, but I wasn't willing to prove it to Rev, or I wasn't willing to say how I was doing this publicly because I didn't want them to get wise to what I was doing, is essentially what she's trying to say.
To me, that's why they're after me.
Well, if you are, right, I don't know what it's like because I've never had any death threats. So if you are going through that, then
They sent emails to nonsense saying to kill her and her kids.
Yeah, in my name.
Who?
And they sent stuff
Who
to
is
Katie
they?
and Joy and said horrible stuff.
In my name and everything. So.
Oh my God.
Told people I was going to call CPS on them. I got an email, Jessie, that says, "I'm glad you got molested and raped as a child. I hope you go jump off a cliff, bitch."
No,
and who is that from?
That's the emails I'm getting. So I'm into it with the trolls over these emails I'm getting on Twitter, and he just jumps in.
She has never, as far as I know, actually shown a single one of these emails, by the way. Or tied, like, they say that these, and we've heard that while we were live earlier, they say all this shit was Charla. They say all this shit was nonsense. They accuse nonsense in this one. Then show it. If you're gonna make the accusation, you have the onus to show it. If you can't show it, don't bring it up. Report it to the police. Let the police handle it. You're not Sherlock Holmes. And even if you were, what are you going to do about it? You need to hire a private investigator if that's what you want to do. You need to go to the police if that's what you want to do. So where's your police report? Receipts required. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And he's saying you're lying. You can't trace anybody's IP through their email. I said, yes, you can. He said, well, how do you do it? And I couldn't tell him because they were watching us. I had dropped a bait and they were all over me on Twitter that day. Weren't they, Megan? Like, right. we dropped.
If you were you could have done it in private. You also could have fucking not dropped a bait to bait people that you didn't want to show the information to a video where you were going to show the information. Why would you sabotage your conversation with Reverend on purpose? Because that's what she's describing. She's like, I sabotaged myself so I couldn't have the conversation because trolls were watching, because I set bait to make sure trolls were watching. What? Sar says, as someone who has had problems with conversations with people where they are forceful, I tend to give up. This would have worked on me. Just someone speaking forcefully with conviction would have shut me up. I wouldn't think they were right, but I would shut up and would think that they had won. That happens, yeah. That's basically steamrolling somebody.
Dropped like 5 names. They were all tweeting at us at the time Rev comes in, and they were dying for me to tell him in detail how I did it, and I wasn't going to do that. So 2 weeks later, I messaged him. I said, I'll show you that I'm telling the truth. Then he made a tweet vouching for me. Then he flipped on me again. I don't even know what for. But here's another thing. Someone came.
Now you are all twisting shit to suit your narrative. People have a method to their madness. Let it be. But please, by all means, be this loud when doxing, real life, and threats are happening. Where? Where's the doxing? Where's the threats? Where? Should be a golden rule. If you heard something bad about me, believe it and leave me the fuck alone.
Because Rev and the Gamer Guy are trying to say that I'm illegally tracing links to videos. No, let me tell you, in YouTube Studio, when you put a movie on private, there's an option in YouTube Studio that says share privately. That's where you get someone's email, and you can have their particular links emailed to them for their stream. That way, if they share that link, unless they're logged into your Google email, they can't get in. That's totally legal. I wasn't doing anything illegal. And for y'all to say you're going to come target me due to it is bullshit. Go look for yourself.
You said you were hacking, and now you're trying to backtrack it into a fucking... that it was a joke, but are also saying you were utilizing a method to obtain people's emails that you could use to track their IP to get their address. What are you talking about? This is like listening to Star Trek technical jargon. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to, let's put it this way. Vada doesn't have to explain exactly what she did, but she should be able to describe how how the computer science behind this functions and how the programming functions behind this. She can't because she doesn't and she's not. An email wouldn't give you the IP address. Correct. You would have to, there has to be a back and forth ping, right? Which means that she could get an IP address from them clicking on a link, which is called phishing, right? That could be the case, but not just the email. And so her saying she was getting it from just emails, yeah, of course, is wrong. And she's claiming that that was a lie by omission because she didn't want people to know how she was doing it, but it's like the most obvious fucking shit on the planet, so... And an IP address would not give you a physical address anyway, correct. You're exactly correct. Unless she's saying that she somehow, because she's also trying to claim that she got, from the IP address, she was getting people service providers. And so the only way she could get an address from that information is by contacting the service provider and getting billing information. And that's some illegal shit because they're not allowed to share that shit, which means she either lied and convinced them to give her the shit, which is a problem on both ends, or hacked the system to get the information. Thank you so much for the 9-month tier 1 sub, Athens, and they call us the baddies. Are we the baddies? For someone who knows computer science, she's very bad at explaining what she's obtaining. Yes, correct.
No.
And why is it anybody's business who, if she wants to track an email from an email that went to her, that's her business. It's nobody else to tell her not to do it and go trash her about it.
If she's lying about it, and she's talking about it publicly, she's making it people's business. This is so bizarre to see a drama channel and drama people who basically make it their business to talk about other people's public presence being very upset that other people are doing the same thing to them.
Try being framed with some damn crimes and have the whole internet after you over shit you didn't do.
Yeah, it's messed up. That I don't like.
You're doing that!
Sending emails in your name.
You're doing that to Charla! Hello? You're doing that to Nonsense. You're doing these things to Alice, to Willow, to that other blonde account. You've been doing this in this stream, let alone before this or prior to this. What are you talking about? Get out of here! You also have demonstrated that you are in fact committing crimes. Yeah, stealing art is stealing.
With threats. That is the most disgusting thing ever.
Yeah, I don't condone.
I finally caught the person and I warned them and I said, I know your name, I know your address, keep on. And they kept on. And finally, I sent them their own shit. Quit. And then they started up again a couple months ago. And now I've tracked it to protect myself when I'm literally being framed with crimes.
You should probably get people to send you money instead of for like a better computer or whatever. You should get yourself some better fucking internet access. That would be a good start.
People wouldn't help me do it, so I figured out a way to do it on my damn own. That's not hacking. That's straight up doing what I needed to do because nobody's going to frame me with some fucking death threat emails. Sorry, but grow up.
Right, what area are you in? Because it sounds like you're in a bad area because your signal keeps going.
I'm sorry, I was leaving the country. I'm almost where I'll be in great service. I'm sorry. Did I cut out that whole time I was talking?
You're leaving the country? You have TROs that you're supposed to be filing and a restraining order hearing you're supposed to be showing up to next month, and you're leaving the country? What? I'm sure that is not what she meant. That there's no way that that's what she meant, right? Like, she meant that she's, like, county, like she's in the country, she's like in a rural area, that's what she means? Surely that's what she means. There's no way that she means she's actually leaving the country. She's at the airport on her phone. Like, no, I don't believe that for a second. Yeah, she's heading back into the city. I'm leaving the country. She means she's getting back into the city. Vada's speech patterns are so, like...
No.
We got the majority of it.
Okay. But now they're saying that I got a message the other day that said, just so you know that you became a target from this guy. And they send me this gamer guy's Twitter tweet feed or whatever. I said, well, who is this? And she said, the person said, well, I'm just.
That's RNGD Gaming. That's RNGD Gaming attacking her by putting out the truth on how IP addresses work and telling her wrong. Yeah. That's a very big attack. Much wow.
Letting you know that you became a target and they're much worse than Nonsense and Katie Joy that are after you. And they're upset because you went live about Katie and made a video about why you didn't believe that she was hacked and that it was a lie. I said my opinion was not a lie. I told everybody I was going to go live with my theory.
I really doubt RNGD Gaming gives two shits if you attacked Katie or not, but I'll check with him when he gets back. Well, I'll ask for you.
About why I don't personally believe she was hacked. I didn't lie. An opinion is not a lie. This guy needs to look up the definition of fucking lie. I mean, when you're telling
trash you, so Joy.
An opinion is not a lie. What? You can tell a lie framed as an opinion when you know your opinion is based on falsehoods, though. So what the fuck are you talking about? Everything goes back to Katie. Oh yeah, everything. Definitely other people are the obsessed people, not them. It's not like they are totally, like, deep in the sauce. What were those cult... What was part of that cult checklist again?
Well, I can clearly tell you now that what she was saying is complete and utter bollocks. But yeah, excuse the language. But yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not going to be up here. I won't even be here at all, so you don't have to worry.
And Sue, you can kiss my ass, girl. Let me say something to Sue real quick, and then I'm jumping off here. Sue, you can kiss my ass. Let me tell you why. I had you as a mod for a year. You would call me and cuss me.
She's talking to, I don't know if she's talking about Sue, Aaron's moderator, or Suzanne, who talked about art stuff. I'm not sure which one she's referring to.
On my own live streams while I'm live, you would blow, like, instead of coming to me about a personal problem about me being late for my stream, that you would black.
What? So Vada's saying she's getting blasted because she was late to a stream, which is really interesting because that was the reason why Sharla shared her information to them, I'm pretty sure. Right?
Me and my chat to you, and I said, and I came to you privately and asked this out of decency, and I said, do not do that shit again. If you have a problem with me, don't call me while I'm live. Message me privately. You know.
Don't call me out when I'm wrong or if I'm lying about something. Jesus, come to me privately so I can gaslight you, and then I can bring up that this is what we really talked about when you say that I'm wrong anyway, like she just did to Jessie. Always, always, always go into DMs with somebody you believe is dishonest. That's always a good call.
Well, the only reason why I'm up, she's still there.
I think she cut out again.
Yeah. Well, the only reason why I'm here is because, because they want to see the video and.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello? Yeah. Okay. Did y'all hear the part I just said about how she would message each person separately to make sure they all knew what was going on?
Sort of.
Kind of.
Here, let me get into this thing real quick. 1 second. I had to come up here because y'all are being lied to. Jessie, I've never lied to you. I've always supported you. I've never done anything wrong to you. I've backed you a million times. I don't understand that. And it kills me that somebody could just drop me that fast over just a...
Hold up a minute. No, but you blocked me first. And I've got the tweets to prove this.
Hear me right now?
Yeah, you were cutting out.
Yeah.
I'm turning into a gas station right where I know I have service. Okay, we should be good right here. Can y'all hear me clear?
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
Okay, so I want to say to...
That classic gas station call-in show. Toot toot.
Passing out tickets to my downfall at every turn, waiting on a moment somebody would get me with something. So lastly, anytime you have a problem with me,
Exactly.
Guys, maybe...
cuss me out while I'm live on my live stream to run my stream that took 10 hours for me to put together. And so I went to her privately and I said, you always want to blast me publicly.
Hey, wait, that's me! Look, I got highlighted. Hold on, let's track this. What does this say? I do not agree or nor like about the bullshit all of the emails. I just find it interesting. This is where the convo is going. At Flying Mom, it was brought up because it's another one of Rev's accusations to hate Vada. So Black Wolf is trying to continue this fucking narrative. He first believed her, then flipped on her same day. which means he listened to what she said, then analyzed it, then was like, yeah, no, you're full of shit. Like, I believe you, let me take a look at your stuff, looked at her stuff and said, no, fuck you, like, you know, a normal human. And called her a liar, he really did that. Sounds like he was accurate. Wolf, kinda like he did with Cheshire too, huh? No, I don't think that was the same, because I don't recall Rev ever coming to me to talk about whatever the issues were. It sounds like with Vada, at least he went to go and talk to her about it. When it came to his issues with me, I don't recall ever talking to him about it, which is fine. I don't think he has to. I don't really have much of an issue with the guy, to be honest. It's fine. I'm not too worried about it. So, no, Misty, I wouldn't put those in the same thing. That wasn't these are not the same scenario.
Always want to do it while I'm live or in front of other people, then you gotta talk shit about me to everybody. I said, you need to apologize for it. Don't do it again. Well, what does she do? The next time she has a problem with me, she makes sure to come to me privately, but so I wouldn't think that she told the whole mod chat, she messaged each one of them separate to make sure they knew what was going on. And
imagine mods communicating with each other. Kanuga said, people like Vada know exactly what they're doing, continually getting themselves into binds like this because their ego can't resist the moment. The, quote, it's always somebody else, I'm the victim club. Damn.
Then what she did to Reagan with her disability. Let's talk about Reagan's disability real quick.
Why?
Spoke to me about a date that she had for prom or something.
Why are you bringing up somebody else's fucking disability when the conversation is supposed to be about you stealing artwork and the way you've behaved towards Jessie? And as soon as Jessie's like, but you blocked me first, she cuts out, then goes on a whole other tangent because she wasn't listening to a damn word anybody else had to say after she already fucking derailed entirely. Hey, Feran, Megan, tell your girl to shut the fuck up so you guys can stay on fucking task. There's so many fucking accusations coming out of this bitch's mouth, and you're just letting her do it. Making yourselves responsible. This is Feran's stream, and she's doing nothing to curtail or like make sure what's being said is like accurate or double checking or anything like that. She's doing no moderation in chat. She's doing no moderation in the call itself. You think she's trying to intentionally distract from the receipts? Yeah, I think so too. Flipping the fuck out.
Like that. And Reagan was voluntarily talking to me about going with her friend's boyfriend to something. And what did Sue do? She messaged me and she says, well, pretty much that Reagan's not mentally competent enough because she has apraxia to understand adult type topics like that, and that I was wrong for talking to her about that sort of thing. Then she tried to deny it, so I posted her DM. So eventually, after a whole year of this shit, because I didn't want to stir anything up, because I know.
So posting DMs is fine, and she didn't want to start that shit up, so she started that shit and posted the DMs, but that's how she doesn't start that shit up. So why are we not seeing the DMs between you and Jessie if you want to make accusations about what is and is not the case? Because I feel like that would be, you know, the receipts, and apparently it's fine to show those DMs because it's something she's done in the past. Problem solved.
Oh, Aaron likes her and Steve likes her, whatever. I didn't want to stir anything up. She did it to me again.
I didn't want to start shit with her because she gets along with Steve. Tell me again how Steve isn't, quote-unquote, in control of these women. Isn't that something that somebody made an accusation about? No, we're gonna ignore that.
And well, so what did I do? I made a post, and I finally just did a super long post with the proof showing her how I feel, and she's been a bitch about it since. So I don't care what you think about me, Sue.
Okay, Sue.
Go ahead, Jessie. I'm sorry.
Yes, Sue. Fuck you in particular. I don't know. Again, I don't know if she's talking about Suzanne or Sue, Aaron's mod, but it sounds like Trouble in Paradise, I guess.
Now, I don't know if I know this isn't my stream. I'm just saying this because it's my opinion. But speaking about somebody else's mental health on someone else's stream when they can't actually defend themselves, I think is wrong.
No, Reagan knows exactly what we're talking about. I had to defend.
No, Reagan knows what I'm talking about. I had to defend Reagan. That does not address what Jessie said. Jessie said, I think that talking about someone's mental health and their disabilities on stream is on someone else's stream when that person is not around to defend themselves is inappropriate. She says, no, she knows what I'm talking about, but I had to defend Reagan, as if that has anything to addresses the point at all.
Reagan over that, because she makes her sound like she's not able to think like we are. I'm defending her, right? I had to defend her against Sue, because Sue came and jumped me and went to them. So pretty much Reagan was
whether you're defending her or not is not the point. It doesn't matter.
Reagan's my mod, and I was live, and Reagan started talking to me about in the chat. She was in the live chat talking about how she was going to prom with her best friend's boyfriend and all this stuff. So I was just engaging back and forth with her. She engaged, and I wanted to engage with her. I'm going to treat her like an adult because she's 25 years old. She's an adult. So Sue comes afterward and tells everybody she's upset that first she came to me and she said, I'm really upset at you because you know that her mind.
So she did the thing that you asked her to? She came to you in private to tell you that she was uncomfortable with this thing? Somebody who was a mod for you, so the mod who needs to be, like, to a degree, some sort of responsible in their involvement about what's going on, came to you to say that they were uncomfortable, which is the thing that you just said that they needed to do, and now you're complaining about it?
Isn't at the same age level pretty much as ours is, and you shouldn't talk to her about things that are that much, pretty much that mature or adult-like. And I said, don't limit somebody to their fucking disability, dude. That is some bullshit. Don't do that. They already feel like they're defined by that shit. Don't single them out like that. And I was pissed.
That's situational. I don't like talking down to people who have mental disabilities or any kind of like learning disabilities. I will treat them like a human, but not it's situational and very messy. You need to know the person you're talking about. I try my best to not talk about people's mental health issues unless those issues are well established. So I try not to speculate, and I also try not to speak down to them. That does not mean, it means not speaking down to them doesn't mean treating them like an adult. It means meeting them where they're at, which is probably one of the most important things if you're dealing with somebody that you know has some kind of mental issue. So, like, if I'm having a conversation with somebody that I expect has a disability of some sort or has a mental issue of some sort, then it's likely that I am going to be more patient in the way I address a certain thing and try my best to assume that whatever they're, like, with the most amount of charity I can possibly give until I can be like, okay, no, I can't do this anymore, and then I'll drop it. But using their mental health as an excuse for your behavior against somebody else, because she's using Reagan's disability to justify her behavior towards Sue. That's currently what's happening in this stream, where neither Reagan nor Sue are. Oh, I see a Reagan in the side chat, but I don't know if that's the same Reagan, nor is that Reagan on stream or like in the call. So either way, Sue's not there either, which is one of the things that Jessie is calling out here. I mean, we can use Mama JF, who is still missing, as an example, right?
And that was the last time I dealt with her, and I unmodded her.
Right. Now, I thought you were, don't take this a harsh way, but I thought you were taking the piss out of her mental health. I didn't realize you were defending her, so I do apologize about that.
Oh, no, ask Reagan. I was defending her, and the post by Sue recorded, and that's recorded, so it's down now, but I still have the post somewhere. But no, Sue, she always, like, I have ADHD, and I have mental problems. I have disabilities, and there was times where I'd be late for my streams. Well, too damn bad. It's too bad that you got ADHD. You should have took your medication.
Kay Kanuga said, at Megan, at Feran, if either one of you gave an iota about the truth, you would have watched videos debunking the art instead. Nah, not today or tomorrow. You look silly. I'm surprised this person didn't get hit.
Still need to be on time for your live streams. Don't blame it on your mental condition. I'm sitting here.
No.
Well, there's a comment in the chat, Nikki, this K person.
Hey!
Both of us, if either one of you gave an iota about the truth, you would have watched the videos debunking the art instead. No, not today, tomorrow. You look silly.
Yeah.
I plan on watching the
videos. Think about me.
Well, I went through every single piece. So
That's what I love.
Burnt Toast went live about somebody went to her with a bunch. They dug up all my streams to find where I was talking about art. There's 5 pieces. There's a blown glass table. I never claimed I did. You will never find that shit. She lied and said that I did say that and I didn't. Then my nephew's freaking art piece for school. She found a planet and I don't even know what's in that.
And we're back to Nikki Feran should have watched these videos before doing this. Have some self-control and have some ownership over your own fucking channel instead of just letting people steamroll all over your shit so that way you can look like an idiot and never fucking get anything done. You want to resolve this shit? You want to know about the truth? You should have watched these videos first. And knowing your, like, having watched your shit before, you also should have watched them before going live. Because I've seen you try to debunk shit and react to shit live, and you're shit at it. So you should have watched the videos beforehand, then went live, showed the parts of those videos that you wanted to show, then brought Jessie on, then brought Vada on, and guess what? By that point, maybe Vada would have been back from the country, and she would have been able to have a stable fucking internet connection. Also, maybe stay on fucking topic. Jesus Christ. My boss doesn't care if I have ADHD. If I am scheduled to work at 1, I need to show up at 1. Showing up late shows poor time management, and you're going to get fired. In some cases, yes. There are certain things where you can get leniency in some cases and certain spaces. And so one of them might be like, if I'm streaming and I'm like, hey guys, I'm really exhausted, I'm mentally fried, I'm gonna have to like be a little bit late today. I'm putting my mental health before being on time for stream, and for the most part, people would be acceptable to that, or amicable for that. If you call a workplace, it's beneficial for a workplace if you're like, hey, I'm having a really rough day, I'm just gonna be like an hour or 2 late, I just gotta get my head in the right place. In some cases, that's totally acceptable for your workplace. It depends on where you're working and what you're doing. Factory is really bad for this because factory runs on a really, really, really tight schedule. But that's a different thing. Sorry, let's keep going.
A stop sign, it looks like with some planets in the sky, when mine's a sky and Pirates of the Caribbean with gems on it in a treasure chest. Then on the
show
one
the
is the girl,
pieces.
which you can clearly tell the match between mine and theirs. And there's the Mickey Mouse, which you can absolutely tell the difference in the cubist art on that. And the 5th one is the peacock, which look at the neck's green, look at their neck is red. I mean, every single piece I debunked. 4 of the pieces she didn't even reverse search right. The only one she got right was the Mickey Mouse and the girl. Yeah. That's it.
Well, first, again, I'm so floored that we're even...
The 2 biggest ones that matter, those were the ones in Tiger's stream. I actually haven't watched Burnt Toast's video, but now I'm gonna have to. But, there's one of the main problems that's in Tiger's video is that you're showing this, and then comparing to this, and then Vada showed a different piece later on that just it just looks like it's got a fucking filter on it. And again, if you wanted to like just throw all that, like be like, no, I am an artist, I can do these things. One, you would talk about your artistic process, which she has not talked about, by the way. She hasn't talked about that at all. She mentioned making a stencil, that's about it. But you heard the way Suzanne talks about art. You've seen my art streams and the way I talk about art and how I like can go through exactly what I did and how I did it. You guys have also seen me show you people who are talking about how they've made AI art, and that's what Vada sounds like. And Vada sounds like an AI artist.
Mad about this. Where's the rage for the freaking hate train against Vada for coming out?
What about
doxing her and all the other shit that everybody's doing her? But
where is she doxxed?
Like that. We're just gonna, stomp and yell and cry about some art.
Right?
That's because they're a part of it, and they have nothing on me. They've been trying to target
your fake fucking outrage to try to bolster your fallacious whataboutism does not debunk nor discredit the issue of Vada lying, because if she's lying about this, it starts to build a case of where and why it's reasonable to suspect that she might be lying in other places. She didn't even say she made a stencil. She said she used one. Correct. You can buy a stencil. Yes, you can. No, they're mad about people doxing Vada, supposedly. Because, there was a screenshot going around of Katie Joy showing Vada's criminal record, which is public information. That's public knowledge. So, I don't know how that would be a dox. I mean, I could go find probably a clip somewhere of Steve explaining what doxing is. I bet it won't line up with what they're claiming. It's interesting that Steve's not correcting any of these people he's tied up with. Yes, Burnt Toast is a lot deeper of a dive, but I think that Tiger's video, I don't know about Burnt Toast video because I haven't watched it yet, but Tiger's video is very like straight to the point, very succinct, which is I love stuff like that. It's perfect. Putting the picture on top of the other picture, showing each picture, and then just beautiful. Mwah. But yeah, I'll see if I can look at that later. If they don't look at it here, I don't know if they end up doing. It looks like they might not actually go over it, but.
In my real life for months. I mean, Nonsense says she's emailing my family members and shit. What's wrong with you? You know, they can't get me.
Do you have proof that Nonsense is emailing your family members?
We're coming after her family for doxing her and all the other.
She sounds so mad.
Cares about stuff like that. We're just gonna.
Your performative fucking outrage about people shouldn't care about theft.
No, stomp and yell and cry about some art. Give me a.
That's because they're a part of it, and they have nothing on me. They've been
because you don't value art. You don't value the work that other people put in. You don't value other people's stuff being stolen. Theft and lying. Right. Correct. You should be taking this seriously. You would have cared about it if it was Katie Joy. You have cared about it when it was Katie Joy in the past. You just don't want people talking about it with Vada because you think that Vada is useful for some other fucking means to an end. Whatever those look like. It's embarrassing. Your performative outrage will not fly with me.
Trying to target my real life for months. I mean, Nonsense says she's emailing my family members and shit. What's wrong with you? You know,
you've literally just confirmed it.
They literally work with these people. They all are determined to take me down because of something they're afraid that I know. You know what? If y'all weren't so involved, if y'all didn't have nothing to do with these emails, then why the fuck are y'all everywhere those emails are brought up? Every time those emails are brought up, you're right there in the chat attacking, but you ain't got nothing to do with them, do you?
But Vada, you've literally just confirmed what I've said on the video. You literally just said that they were wrong about every piece other than the Mickey Mouse, which tells me you lied about the Mickey Mouse piece.
No, as in the reverse search. No, I said she reverse searched. She reverse searched every single piece wrong. She said that these pieces were matches to mine, and they didn't. They were.
But that she did successfully reverse search the Mickey Mouse one. Oh my god.
Even the same art. Like the Pirates of the Caribbean, you're going to see mine as a moon in the sky with little gems, which is supposed to be treasure pieces, and you're going to see Pirates of the Caribbean stickers at the bottom. What did she pull up? A whole night sky with the planets in it, with a stop sign. Has nothing, not even relevant.
She brought the website up because I even got the same results.
Well,
no.
She pulled the website up. She was pulling the web. That's fucking funny. That's funny. Flying Mom Laura in the chat said, Megan, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Vada is being called out over lying. She just needs to own it and move on. The thing is it's hard to just own something like this and be able to move on, because when you get caught fucking lying, especially when it comes to stealing art, you have to build your reputation up from fucking zero. Less than zero now. If Vada's lying about this, there's not, and in the way that she's lying and doubling down and trying to falsify evidence, because like by showing different pictures, right? Like, so we saw the Mickey Mouse one, we saw the Mickey Mouse one that she showed, we saw the reverse search of the Mickey Mouse one that she showed, then we saw the new post that she tried to present to say that that was the original post when it was not. So now we're talking about her creating fraudulent evidence in her favor. You've now got too much. Well, coming in here, doubling down and screeching at anybody who says otherwise and bringing up 17 other fucking unrelated things with Megan in here backing her up, trying to appeal to people's emotion through fucking fake-ass outrage to try to downplay and gaslight people into thinking that what Vada's doing in this cycle of this particular issue is non-applicable to the way she's behaved about other shit. Hey Rez, good to see you. Welcome to the shit show. And yes, Jessie said that he reverse searched it himself. He should know himself, not needing another person for reference. Correct.
Lie, so why should she admit to something she didn't do? And that's okay if you feel that way, but it's not your place to make her say she lied. She didn't lie. But if you want to feel that way, that's fine.
What did I lie about? This dude needs to tell me what I'm tired of him taking an opinion as a lie. As far as the art goes.
No, Rev didn't say anything. Rev's not saying anything right now. Somebody else in the chat was saying you lied and that you need to take ownership for it.
Oh my God. Has he?
The art, yes. Just own it. One of the easiest ways to get beyond something like that is to not fucking play these goddamn games that I just explained.
Anybody ever heard of tracing your ABCs through an ABC template? That's exactly what the hell you do when you learn art. I was doing it in 2017. You trace art that another artist did so you can become good at doing it. That's how you freaking learn how to do art. Does anybody know how to take an art class? That's exactly what you're doing there.
That is a tool you can use to learn to art, but you don't go around claiming you did this thing as if it's your own, which is what you did. Go figure.
Then, if that is the case, then why was the original artist's name on the board that you claimed you did?
Yep.
It wasn't.
It was.
It was.
The video Nikki's about to play is proving that fact.
Yep.
The one that's mine, the signature's off of. The one that's
Yes, 'cause
there has the signature.
Okay.
She's
No.
not original. And it's
No, okay, this is what happened here. She showed a picture. That original one that she showed, that she said she did, has a signature on it that is the artist's signature. Then somebody reversed image searched, found the same one, and then Vada, as proof that she did it, posted a new picture with the changes and the signature fucking removed. That's the issue. This is, I feel bad for Jessie because that's what he ought to be, that's what he ought to be harping on, right? That's what he ought to be talking about, but I get the suspicion that because Vada was a friend, because Megan and Feran both seem to also be friends with him, he's in a 3-on-1, not on his channel. He is not confident that he has the space to push that far, right? But this is one of these things that you kind of learn as you go, where it's like as you become more confident in who you are and what you can do and what you're capable of and what is appropriate. And like, worst case scenario, what are they going to do? They're going to start going after him, which I guess is a legitimate concern. Or they're going to kick him out of the call. And so, like, that might currently be a concern for him. I don't know the guy. But, I mean, if it were me, I'd just be like, yeah, that's not the issue. Let's stick to the issue here. And then every time Vada goes on a rant, I'll be like, wait. Let's stick to the issue here. The issue is that here's the piece that you showed initially. Here's the reverse image search, and here's the next piece that you showed. So this original piece was the original, the original one that you showed, that you claimed you did. But you need to be prepared for something like that, and it seems like he came in here a little bit on a whim.
she's got hers, is what she's saying.
Now, if I was on stream and I accidentally showed theirs versus mine, I have the remake. I literally have the remade one up on my wall is the one I have.
So now it's that you had one and you didn't just half-ass do one as quickly as you could to cover your ass. Interesting different excuses coming out as soon as people aren't believing the first one. How funny, what a change in story. So now it's that you had an original and then you showed that original by accident, thinking that it was yours, because you must have done such a good job that you couldn't tell the difference between the two. Like, you know, having the signature on it.
And you can clearly tell the difference between them. And all I said is I redid her face.
If you can clearly tell the difference between them, why did you make that mistake?
Look more like me, and I fixed the pillows and I fixed the carpet. I was trying to send you that yesterday, Jessie, but you blocked me before I could even show you the proof. And when I say I want to clear this up.
So this is the second time that Vada said that Jessie blocked her before she could, like, finish explaining things, but if you recall, Jessie had said that actually Vada had blocked him. So, get those DMs out there, girl. Prove your point. Let's see them.
Because you said that I just literally proved it. What I'm saying, as far as
no, you didn't prove
goes,
anything.
okay, she took each piece.
No, Vada, you haven't proved a single thing in this stream, specifically, because all this is you talking.
And says that she reverse searched them on Google. She got the wrong matches on every single one of them except the girl in the Mickey Mouse. Okay, she got those originals correct. Those were the correct artists and the correct pieces, right? And that was correct. But the other three that she's trying to match to mine are not.
Which means that there was an original artist that wasn't you, thus proving Jessie's point. That's what Jessie is saying. Gone in a circle.
not even the same pieces that she's trying to say I'm copying. And the biggest thing is I never claimed anybody's original piece as my own. I have never done that, would never do that. They made that, the trolls made that up to make this like exaggerate and exacerbate as big as it has.
Not my own words, not people using my own words against me to prove a point. No.
And blow up. That's what they did.
Well,
And I know you were like, well, did you call Burnt Toast a bitch? Well, she said that she was glad that I can't have fucking kids and that the world's probably better off since I can't. So, okay, I think I owed that to her.
Yeah, like who gives a shit?
Okay, first and foremost, this video that I've edited that bit, I've edited that bit out so you don't hear that because I thought that was wrong myself.
Oh, she said it on there? Holy shit. Okay.
No, she did, but when I was editing it, I removed that part out so she wouldn't say it because I thought that was wrong.
Okay.
I thought you guys were fine with opinions and that opinions were okay. No? So Burnt Toast's opinion, not okay because it sounds aggressive? Sure. Whatever. Let's not talk about, like, the amount of fucking shit we've seen come out of your guys' mouths.
What?
I'm gonna play this video.
Burnt Toast said? Did you hear what Burnt Toast said?
Sorry?
No.
Somebody, Vada, did you profit from this art, or is it for personal
Well,
use?
God, no. The artist from 2017, I was a new artist. I didn't profit at all. I didn't sell
And I think I think she knows that. I think she's trying to make a point with that.
No,
Like,
hell
you're not
no.
making money off it.
Favor.
So what's the big deal?
Like, in your favor.
I didn't claim anybody's art was mine. I didn't make a damn dime off of anything. My
Jessie's video that they're not playing, Jessie said has a clip of her saying that she claimed that art was hers.
peacock was an original. The only thing that the whole wings, everything you see on that peacock except the head is my own that I did. I did not. You can clearly tell the difference if you know what cubist work is, if you know what pen and wash is, if you know what stenciling is, then you would know and see the clear differences. And I could show you, like they wouldn't even. They just took every single piece of art that here's what they did. They took every single piece of art that they've seen in any of my live streams, put them all together and claimed that I said that they were mine. That's what they did.
Okay, can we just watch the video so that way
Yeah, I'm
we
gonna
can all
watch the video.
just...
All right.
Yeah.
Good
unblock you
idea,
afterwards,
Jessie.
Vada. I will unblock you afterwards. So that we can talk about this.
You're fine. I gotta run in the store real quick. Go ahead.
All right.
You like the
It's
music?
fucking embarrassing. Hey friends, this is a video showing you that this creator known as Vada Jade literally lied on her own stream in front of her own subscribers, and considering I'm one of those subscribers, this means she outright lied to me. I watched Burnt Toast's video, and she made a compelling point and proves that Vada lied. I also took screenshots, and I got literally the same results. Okay, so Jessie didn't just go off of what Burnt Toast said. Jessie went and double-checked and self-verified. Dear Lord. Can I ask you something, Chesh? Does theft require that you make money off of it? No. No, it doesn't. It doesn't require that. If you want to go after somebody legally for copyright, then, like, there's a difference between what is colloquially theft and what is going to be, like, what you can legally go after somebody for from, like, from a lawsuit of copyright. And so, like, you have to prove specific things, and most people are not going to take the legal route when it comes to stuff like that because it's a waste of time and a waste of money that they don't have. A lot of artists do not have like a larger sum of money to sue people for. Like, I don't suspect Disney is gonna go after Vada for Vada having a Mickey Mouse print that she didn't pay for, right? Because now that's what she's saying. She's saying she has an additional print or has an original and a copy that she made of this Mickey Mouse print that she may or may not have obtained legally, because we haven't even gotten to whether or not Vada paid for the art that she got, by the way. We haven't talked about whether or not she paid the artist for that Mickey Mouse print that she showed. That she's now admitted there's an original of. Did she buy that? I don't know. We haven't gotten that. Nobody's even asked that question yet. Not that, like, you think she's got the receipts for that? I mean, you think she's got the artist's receipt from when she bought it? I mean, I would doubt that, but I'm just saying. Just saying. Oh, sorry, I muted.
You don't even like her, that she's not your friend. Do you kind of see where I'm coming from, Jessie?
Oh my god.
Look at me sometimes like, oh,
Yeah, they're clearly not friends.
See, just reading this right here looks like you hate her. Like, you don't even like her, that she's not your friend. Do you kind of see?
Yeah, no, this isn't what this says. This says Vada lied to me and I'm upset about it, whether or not you're still friends or not, especially since we already know that they went into DMs and had a falling out in the DMs. Good friend. Fucking Feran, I swear to God. People fuck each other over and she's like, why aren't you friends anymore? This isn't the way a friend would behave. Fuck off. I thought friends all called each other out, huh? No? Guess not. Good friend.
It just
At that point, I will confess, yes, it does come across like that, but it wasn't meant to. I was just pissed off and angry, and I just typed out what was in my head at the time.
Sure.
Really start working on
That's valid. That's valid, but I would recommend not doing that in the future, only because you want to have solid control over what you produce and what you put out there, so that way your intentions of what you're trying to say actually goes out in the way you want it to. Not because I think you look like an asshole. I could care less if you look like an asshole. It's more about, like, how you mitigate yourself to make sure that basically take responsibility and make sure that the product you're putting out, or the video you're putting out is good. Don't hit live when you're angry. Don't hit publish the day that you're angry. If you make a video when you're mad, wait till the next day to post it, and so you can rewatch the video and make sure everything is kosher in that video. Take your time. There's no pressure. Shit's not going anywhere. Shit you not, we can stop talking about these people for the next 6 months, and I shit you not, we'll be talking about the same shit. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm muting so we don't get, like, copyright strike. Oh my god, okay, I can't. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna have to put that to normal speed, because I think they've got the burnt toast video sped up.
Thumbnails are actually my favorite parts, but I love art. I don't know if any of you know it, but
Okay, I've got her sped up. Is it okay if I slow it down, Jessie? Like, you're not gonna strike me or anything?
No, that's fine.
You're not gonna strike me?
No, that's how it is.
I did painting for a living for a long time.
Okay,
She's been painting for a living, all right?
I don't know.
Vada's been painting for a living? So she is making money. Is she now? Where can I buy a Vada original? I want a certificate of originality with it.
If anybody's ever heard of the store Earthbound, I love, like, everything hippie-ish. I love anything psychedelic looking, but I'm just like that way. I'm like the stoner type that doesn't smoke weed. But my parents were both hippies, so it just makes me feel at home. So I used to make like psychedelic elephants, nature zoo creatures.
Her parents are both hippies? Didn't she put out a video where she talked about how she had a girlfriend who outed her to her parents? You had hippies that weren't for free love? You had homophobic hippie parents? I mean, I guess that's possible. That I don't know if I've ever personally I've ever met or interacted or noticed of any hippies that are terribly homophobic. Is that common? Oh, okay, they exist. It's just not super common. I mean, I would believe that they exist. It's just a little bit like, really? That's interesting. I feel like that kind of goes against the whole free love thing, but, you know, they must have felt really, like, out of place at Woodstock.
Or animals. I made a really nice peacock. That was probably my favorite painting, and I sold it for $800.
You sold it for $800.
She painted a peacock and sold it for $800. All right. Her voice, though.
How do you be a non-free love hippie? I thought that was a requirement. It's free love between men and women and no one else. Okay, that's not free love then. Okay. I believe you. It's just, that's not something I've heard of.
Okay. So people were saying...
that's the one. That was my original piece. That was my original piece.
Okay, well, let it go.
Yeah, I actually sped her up. Because I could not take her at regular speed.
Yeah, sure.
Much, I promise.
It was an acrylic painting on a blank canvas. It was probably, I think it was we did have a picture of
it. It was a
painting on a, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll show you
all
my
right.
painting I did.
Let's see the
I'll
painting.
show you a sample of my art that I've done. And
Okay.
here's you something else to make fun of. No sense.
Oh no. It's burnt toast now. I got you.
She's probably gonna hate on my picture.
No, I'm just gonna laugh at you. The painting is actually beautiful, but you're a fucking liar. So.
But let me find you that painting. I know exactly
I know exactly where it is. Give me 1 second. I just want to show y'all what I used to do for a living.
She did this for a living now. Okay.
In Google Photos, you can just like type in the word painting, and all my paintings should just come up.
She did this for a living. Oh my
I
god.
did it.
Is this after, like, because I've watched other streams that she's done, and she's claimed
Nikki,
to
can you pause it for a
do a
second?
lot of different things for a living. So I think we have another bullhorn.
Right.
See, she's not even doing a stream to criticize me at all. All she does is bash me the whole time, gets the wrong art that she reverse searched, and
Vada,
she's
why
just
are you
going-
interrupting? They haven't gotten to that part yet. You're trying to preemptively poison the well, so that way when Burnt Toast gets to that part of the stream, then what are you gonna do? Let her get to that part of the stream first.
at me just hating, saying she's glad I can't have kids. This is all trying to be an exposed piece. This is all this is.
But yeah, she don't like.
This is also Jessie's video that we're watching, not Burnt Toast's. So Jessie is setting the stage for what Jessie is going to show.
As far as your stuff, Jessie, I saw what was at the beginning of that video. I would never, if you're my friend, right? I'm just going to say how I am. If you're my friend, I am going to give you the benefit of the doubt and let you explain all the way through before I would go and write something about you like that publicly. I just wouldn't do that. Just saying. It's fine.
Shut the fuck up and let him get to the fucking point. Can we get to the video? Stop detracting. Stop trying to distract the issue. Stop trying to poison the well. Stop trying to appeal to emotion to say that you were my friend. How could you do this? Shut the fuck up. He's already explained. If you don't want to accept his fucking explanation, that's fine. But if you have to stop every 2 minutes to reiterate the same fucking bullshit, you're wasting everybody's fucking time. Get on with it.
That's what I'm trying to say. You don't do that.
Yeah, and according to Jessie, Jessie did try to reach out to Vada, and Vada was an asshole.
That to friends at all. That was very disrespectful, and I think
It's disrespectful. You don't do that to friends. He probably doesn't believe that they're still friends at this point, and even if they were, fuck them. If they were, realistically, this video is just demonstrating why Jessie shouldn't be friends with people like this. Because they're treating him like shit. If you guys are all friends, why are you being so mean to Jessie? It's very disrespectful. Fuck off and play the video. Jesus Christ. I wonder if she's interrupting in an attempt to make it harder for viewers to follow what's happening. Probably. Hey, Feran, why are you letting Vada control your fucking stream? Fucking do it yourself.
No,
I know he was mad. I know that people are in his ear and he's mad. And it's hard when you got 5 people saying one thing and you got one person trying to defend themselves. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
That's what you guys are doing!
Say that publicly to me, that's fine. But then I wouldn't directly blatantly lie to you.
I did. What did I lie about? What did I lie to you about, Jessie?
I'm sorry, Vada, but I've got the proof stating that.
What did I lie about to you? Tell me what I lied about.
Right, you told me on Twitter that you never claimed that you did those arts.
I didn't. The peacock was mine. I never claimed that any kind of piece was mine. That was an original piece. I didn't do that.
Okay. The peacock.
But you're focusing on one piece. She's trying to weasel her way out because she thinks that nobody can show the peacock one well enough. And so she's hyper-focusing on the peacock one when the ones that people are really talking about is the Mickey Mouse and the girl. Those are the ones that people are focused on because those are the ones that are the most obvious, right? So debunk those ones first. Stop trying to hyper-focus on this fucking peacock one when you know for a fact that's not the real issue. And, again, we've covered this already almost an hour ago.
Fair enough, yeah? I'll let that go. But the thing is...
Where did I ever claim an original piece was mine?
Shut the fuck up and let him finish! God, you're infuriating!
That.
In this very stream.
Okay, show me. Let's keep going.
Hey!
I'm gonna rewind it.
Good answer, Jessie. In the stream where I'm trying to show you that you're supposed to be watching. Good answer! And yes, she already admitted she copied part of the peacock image. Yes, correct. She admitted that already. She said everything was mine except the head. I re-detailed and changed the colors of something. Changing the colors from blue to green is not making your own art, by the way. That doesn't make it original. If I take Sonic and I pitch shift his color to make him red, I didn't make a new painting. It's not mine. All I did was color shift it. That's not how that works. If I take the Mona Lisa and I turn her green, if I take the Mona Lisa and turn the Mona Lisa into a goblin, did I make new art? That's pretty transformative. But if I just fucking shift the color, that's not very transformative, is it?
And as for the country girl Brenda, Jessie, did you credit Vada for this video, or did you take? I actually did.
You don't need to credit Vada for this. He might want to credit Burnt Toast, but you don't need to credit Vada for a video that you're looking at to critique Vada. That's not how that works. What the appropriate thing to do would be to link to both the stream and Burnt Toast video for references. That would be the appropriate thing to do. But you don't need to credit Vada for debunking Vada. Shut the fuck up.
Both Vada and the other one. I can't remember the bloody name.
The answer was yes. That's
You
funny.
have to credit me. I'm fine.
Yeah, no, it's not that you're fine. It's you don't get credit for a debunking video. That's not how that is. It already says Vada's name all over it anyway, so she's already getting credit. Credit me for my lies.
It's only fair. I mean, at the end of the day, it was your stream to begin with.
I know no sense.
Oh no, you're not missing much.
My favorite painting, and I sold it for $800.
So she's claiming that she painted a peacock and sold it for $800.
I
Yep.
made a really nice peacock for both of these.
On a blank canvas.
Watch what she's about to do, okay? Yeah, guys, watch what she's about to do.
Shut up!
Or animals. I made a
Feran, do yourself a favor, especially if you're gonna have Vada on and she's gonna be fucking talking over shit. Turn on the closed captioning so we can see what the video's saying. Do yourself a favor. Credit me for being wrong to give you the ability to debunk me, right?
really nice peacock. That was probably my favorite painting, and I sold it for $800.
So she's claiming that she painted a peacock and sold it for $800.
She made a really nice peacock and sold it for $800. That's what I
Her
heard.
voice, though. Yeah, I actually sped her up because I could not take her at regular speed.
Sure.
You're not missing much, I promise.
It was an acrylic painting on a blank canvas. It was probably, I think it was did I have a picture of
So acrylic painting on a, okay.
that peacock?
All right.
And I'll show y'all my painting I did.
Let's see the
I'll show you
painting
a couple of my
that
art
she did.
that I've done. And
Okay.
here's you something else to make fun of. No sense.
Oh no. It's burnt toast now.
Someone's a hater, man.
probably
Get
gonna hate
on
on my
with it
picture.
already.
No, I'm just
Don't tell her to get on with it when you set the video back, Feran, you bitch.
gonna laugh at you. The painting is actually beautiful, but you're a fucking liar. So.
But let me find you that painting. I know exactly where it is. Give me 1 second. I just want to show y'all what I used to do for a living.
She did this for a
And
living.
just so you know, I'm going through all of my photos till I got to 2017 to show this painting that I did.
So you were doing art. Wait. Okay. Vada, oh no. So Vada was starting to learn how to paint in 2017, but she sold a painting for $800 when she was and at the time she was learning, she was tracing and trying to recreate people's art. So she recreated somebody's art and sold it in 2017 and made $800 off of somebody else's piece of artwork? Is that what you just admitted to by accident, Vada? Because she claimed she was just learning and was tracing things in 2017 because she was just learning. So now she's saying that peacock picture was part of that learning period where she was ripping off of other people and she actually made $800 off of it? So what was that question Sar had earlier? Where did she make money off of her plagiarized art? Apparently she did. At least $800. Hello? What? Nani? Vada, you need to learn how to shut your fucking mouth. Oh my god. Did anybody else catch that? Was that just me? Was that a did my brain just tweak? What?
all my paintings should just come up.
But I want you to notice something else shady as hell that she did. Here's something else shady as hell that she did. She made sure to blow up the ones that she reversed.
If you notice, Vada's interrupting at the same spot every time in Burnt Toast's or Jessie's video. She just keeps interrupting at the same part.
For which a bunch of them were wrong, but she didn't blow up the ones of mine. She did that on purpose so that you couldn't do a compare and contrast. That was
But you could do a compare and contrast. Jessie said that he went and did it himself. So you could do a compare and contrast. You could do it yourself. So Vada's full of shit. You heard it too? If she can hack people's accounts, she can do art. Yeah, they're basically the same thing. Program the art. Take up AI art.
Snaky. If you're gonna say that I'm copying somebody's art, put their piece on an even size next to my piece and do the comparison. Don't.
Tiger did that and then actually put them on top of each other and lowered the opacity of one so you could see that they matched exactly.
Try to get people to look at me showing my phone right there and be like, look at this big old huge thing over here. They couldn't even see the shit that was on my phone to compare it to. And that wasn't fair at all.
Yeah, whatever.
No, if she would have showed both of them, it would show that you did your own thing with it.
Know what I mean?
How do you know that, Feran? You said you haven't watched this and you don't know what's going on and you're trying to figure out what's happening. So now you know? So at the beginning of the stream, an hour ago, you didn't know. You still haven't watched the video. So you claimed you didn't know, but now you know enough to make a conclusion that just happens to be, again, still without having watched the video, that just happens to agree with Vada. God, you guys fucking suck at this.
I'm about to show you like the peacock thing on my phone right there, right? But you can't really see it because it's on a phone. But then she does the reverse search of me showing it on my phone and only shows that in a big display, but doesn't show mine up close to where they can see that the neck has red feathers and that mine is totally different. She purposely leaves that out.
Color shifting of the feathers on the neck does not make it a new piece. You stole somebody, you just admitted to stealing somebody's art, color shifting it, and selling it for $800, you dumb bitch.
Out.
I will say this.
Look, I didn't even have to watch the Vada videos. I didn't even have to watch Burnt Toast's video. I didn't have to watch any videos. Vada just admitted to this all by herself, completely unprompted. God, you want to find out what Vada's doing? You just listen to Vada talk. She did 5% of that work, so she non-sect herself. 5% represent.
The peacock that Vada does show, it was hard to take a screenshot of, I will say that. And the one that Burnt Toast did actually show was the wrong one. I will credit her for that.
It is the wrong one.
And
this person says something.
But Jessie says he managed to get it, so alright.
It's a real artist, not trace art to learn. I used to think
one.
Hold on.
But I managed.
This person says something. They said, I'm an artist. A real artist do not trace art.
I'm an artist. Real artists do not trace to learn. And here she goes again. I'm the victim. She said she meant she made her living. You're cutting out the part where Vada has admitted so much of this. So they're not cutting anything yet. So I don't know about that. But also, you can learn by tracing. There are certain ways to do that, particularly in figure drawing. Figure drawing, you don't trace the figure, but you can put your boxes in and trace a little bit over top of, like, this is where my action line is. You can trace that in on over top of the figure. You can trace in boxes in the, like, to get, like, the torso and the legs and the head. This is just an example. That's an example. You can trace and copy and attempt to copy other people's art styles to learn how they're doing this. This is like common practice in art. The thing is you just don't present that as if you just did it. What you present it as is, hey, I copied X artist's art style to try to learn it. Here's what I got. This is what I was able to do. That's the way you present that. As long as you present it that way, for the most part, people aren't going to care. Some artists will be like, please don't do that. So you ask ahead of time for some people. Others are far more open about it and being like, yeah, no, dude, take whatever I'm like that. I'm like, yeah, you want to recreate something I did? Yeah, go for it. Send it to me. I want to see how you did. Right? That's different. But that's still not what Vada's doing. You can trace a watercolor onto canvas. Yeah, some people will do that. Where what they'll do is they'll take a photo, they'll trace the outlines of what they want, and then they will paint over top of their tracing to create the art that they want to create over top of like the traced outline. Right? That's not terribly unusual either. Sometimes that's the way I'll do photos of people's pets when they want a painted version of that photo. Instead of spending hours and hours and hours and hours trying to recreate something by hand, I'll bring the photo over, mark down the guidelines that I want out of the photo, move the photo off to the side, color pick some of the stuff, and then start making adjustments as I build the painting up. Right? So generally what I'll do is I'll color pick the main palette that I want to bring over because they want a recreation of their photo as a painting, and then I'll bring it over. I'll show you guys sometime. I have one that I need to get done in the next week or so, so maybe I'll work on Thursday. And I'll show you exactly what I did. There's lots of methods behind doing different types of art and producing different specific things when that's what people are asking for, right? So a lot of times people will do guideline sketches, thumbnail sketches. Sometimes they'll take photo references and then make a sketch and then put that sketch to the side and then make another one. Sometimes people will trace over their own sketches from photo references, etc., etc. There's a bajillion ways to do this. Sometimes I've seen artists do this where they have a full thing, like a picture that they're trying to draw that has a hand that they're really, really struggling with. And what they'll do is they'll put their own hand in the position that they want the hand in, take a picture of their own hand, bring it into the digital medium, trace it, and then move it and manipulate it to make it fit into the thing, and then redraw over it and make it more smooth. Like, there are lots of ways that tracing is valid. There are a lot of ways that tracing is invalid. What Vada's describing is ripping people the fuck off, which is not valid. Learning or utilizing tracing to get specific things through specific methodologies, like I've just described, is totally fine and not uncommon. Anyway, I digress. Art. Sorry. when you're actually an artist, you tend to ramble on and get caught up in some of the minutiae of the thing that you do and you love, which is why we're not seeing any of that kind of conversation coming out of Vada. She's just big mad. Salt in the chat, please. Salt in the chat. Thank you.
Art to learn. I used to do that. I will say I used to do that when I was younger because I wanted to learn how to do it, and I suck at it. I don't have the gift. My son does. And here she goes again. I'm the victim. She said she made her living. You're cutting out the part where Vada has admitted so much of this.
I don't know which. All I did was reach behind me and grab the one off the wall. I don't know, because I have two of them. I have the original and mine. I didn't know which one I had in my hand. I just said it. It was a mistake. And I've explained that a billion times. And she
now it's a mistake, but you still traced it and recreated it and tried to pretend it was yours. That doesn't bypass the problem, Vada.
That and still went live about it.
Is that why people are?
But I still showed her the remake. She's like, "Well, prove that you did a remake of it, and that you even did a remake of it." So I sent it to her, but that wasn't good enough either.
Right.
So you admitted that because somebody was saying that you just need to.
Because that doesn't resolve the issue.
What was it? Apologize and move on, Vada.
Apologize for what?
For lying.
Y'all want me to apologize and claiming somebody else's artwork as mine when I freaking didn't.
You still haven't gotten to that part of the video. They've barely gotten through any of this video so far. Oh my god. Yeah. Water's in this one.
And for the girl on the wall, I accidentally grabbed
just ran out of tea.
I had two of them. I just grabbed her right behind my hand real quick. And I've already cleared that up 100 times and said, oh, I can't fight this over and over. Just go ahead.
I know. I'm just...
Oh,
is this
poor
accurate?
Vada.
Like, because I've watched other streams that she's done, and she's claimed to do a lot of different things for a living. So I think we have another Bullhorn Betty situation where it's like she's the expert in everything.
Very good job.
Please slow chat. Okay.
Oh, that's KJ.
I can do that.
Oh yeah, Jessie doesn't need the video anymore to show that she's lying. This, in the last 20 minutes, maybe, you can see that she's lying.
I can do more than you, bitch.
Here's one I did of myself.
Ooh.
Here's one I did of myself. Here's one I did of myself.
She literally said, like, Burt Toast said, I don't do art. Art's not my thing. My son has a gift for it. I do not. And Vada said, oh my god, Burt Toast or Nonsense is just gonna make fun of my art. And then her reaction is, well, fuck you, I can do better than you can. By copying. By tracing. By using a stencil. By putting a filter on top of somebody else's artwork. What an asshole. Sorry, I got somebody asked me something, and I wanted to... Tracing a pose is fine, tracing an entire piece isn't. Yeah, sometimes. It depends on what you're doing. It's all very much a variant, and different people will have different expectations or tolerances. Not everybody is good at drawing directly from memory, and that's a skill that you have to develop over time, right? Drawing from memory is something that takes a lot of practice, and to have the memory, you have to experience the thing. So if you have a photo of an apple, you need to study that photo of an apple. And so when you want to, so that way you can develop the skill and the knowledge to know what an apple looks like. And for some people, tracing the apple initially will be part of that study. Repainting or like sketching over top of your trace or on top of the photo with the opacity down to learn how the apple shades and where it goes and yada yada yada. Sometimes that will be a part of your learning process. It just depends on who you are and what you're studying and how you're studying and which school you're going to, because different schools will teach different things, etc. Some people are self-taught, and some people who are self-taught do a lot more or less. It really just depends. It's all completely dependent on the person and how, like, what their art journey looks like, because everybody's art journey looks differently. It looks differently. Looks different. Drawing Naruto and changing the color isn't original. It's like original OC, please do not steal, and it's just a trace of fucking Sonic. That's what fucking Vada's doing. They're going to wear him down. I'm actually interested in how Vada deflects here. Yeah.
Okay. And it says, let me brighten the screen so y'all can see it. It says, time to wind down and stay home.
She just said she grabbed a picture off the wall behind her. She just said what she does is she grabs a picture off the wall behind her. She pulled up a picture on her fucking phone! So how is that making the same mistake? And you'll notice the swirlies are not there. There's the artist's signature right here. The color shift. Alright.
Yep.
That is a canvas I did. That is a canvas I did. That is a canvas I did.
Nice repeat.
She said there's one I did of myself.
Yeah, right. Go back to that.
I did.
Video.
Okay.
Right, remove the Konga name thing so you can see it better.
Right,
Yeah.
and his signature is there, but I've already apologized, and I've already said that was an accident. I couldn't see good.
You just said you pulled it off of the wall and the two were nearby and you grabbed the wrong one. Now it's a picture on your phone. Are you just gonna ignore that you said you grabbed the physical copy? Really? We're just gonna skim over that one? Feran's not gonna call that one. Megan's not gonna call that one. You guys aren't gonna pick up on that? You fucking people.
Let me brighten the screen so y'all can see it.
They've only made it
says,
2 minutes into the
time to wind
video.
down and stay home.
Now pause it.
That is a canvas I did. That is a canvas I did. That is a canvas I did. And it says, let me brighten the screen so y'all can see it. It says, time to wind down and stay home.
Pause it. Okay, decent
Crap.
enough. Now,
look underneath the leg and you'll see the signature.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And I already admitted to that. I had already admitted to that and said sorry. It was a total mistake, but I did do a remake. I thought that was my remake. And I showed everybody my remake already.
I thought you said that they were so different, and you pull it up on your phone, and you actually grab the canvas. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, you did.
I just didn't even think about the signature. Ours do look similar, so I just didn't even think about the signature right then. I just didn't think about it right then. I was on a live just trying to have fun. I wasn't even thinking like that.
Okay.
You were on a live trying to prove your art. What do you mean you weren't thinking about that, just trying to have fun? You were literally there to demonstrate your art stuff. That's the stream that Burt Toast is looking at. You were like, oh, Nonsense or Burt Toast, well, I'll show them my art. You were there to show your art. What the fuck? So she made a mistake with the peacock and the sitting girl one and the Mickey Mouse one. She just made a mistake of showing the wrong art for every single piece of art. What do you mean? It's so similar that only difference is the signature. Nah, right? Huh, weird, suspicious.
Okay. What is it? Where does that person go? Kay Kanuga, I think your name is. So is this what the problem is? That she's claiming this is her own, but there's a signature that she's pulled up the wrong one.
No, that's not the problem.
Is that what the fucking problem is?
Yes.
Can she just
No.
Even though I've already apologized for it.
No.
Yes. And they were like, you.
Why is Vada answering for the person who's in chat, who's able to actually answer, who has already said multiple times that the problem is Vada lying, not just making a mistake?
Just claimed that was yours, and you probably didn't even do a remake, and then I sent her my remake, but she made sure not to do another stream showing what the truth was.
They didn't have to. They didn't have to make another. Now you're complaining that people aren't making more videos about you?
Make sure in the audience here who there's not really there's that one person in here. I don't think Prev's in here. I just want to know
if you did do a remake, then fair enough, but the thing is, when I saw your response video, because you did ask me to see it and I did, I highlighted your response video. I highlighted the one that you did, and it sent me right back to the original artist.
Wow.
The exact drawing.
Wow.
Okay, that's right. That's how it's. I don't know if you get what's happening here. So that person did that art piece right there with his signature, right? So she reversed.
I highlighted the one that you showed in your response video. I highlighted that one, and that sent me straight back to the original artist.
It's almost like they can't get to that part of the video.
Right, because they're similar. When you reverse search it, it's going to send you. I mean, it's just going to show you something that's similar to it. They're still
so similar. They're so different. They're so similar. They're so different.
A different stencil and everything.
Stencil.
So why didn't you do it in a different color? Why the same color?
I did with the Mickey Mouse. I did with the peacock. With the girl, I liked how the girl looked. I did change up the pillows. I did change up the carpet. I did change up her face.
Vada, if you didn't change it enough that you can't even recognize your own artwork, then it's not transformative. You made this mistake because they were so similar. They're so similar that the backtrack is pulling up this same thing. That means it's not transformative enough on its face, let alone all of the other issues stacked in on this, that you show different photos multiple times.
Changed up her hair. I changed up everything that I felt like I needed to change up. To transform art, you don't have to change everything. As long as you alter it in some sort of transformative way, you can make it yours.
No. It has to actually transform the piece itself. It has to change what the piece is to be transformative. If you want to talk about legal definitions versus non colloquial definitions, that's fine. We can have that conversation. We'll have that conversation on a different stream. This is actually what Suzanne went over. Suzanne was 100% correct.
All I was trying to show them was, look, this girl looks just like me, because I was showing them how proud I was that I actually altered.
Yeah, Vada, that's what you look like. Those two, identical. They look so similar, don't they? Legally, I think it's at least a 30% change. It's a little wibble wobbly. It really depends on your lawyers, to be honest. Original OC, please. I really just want to add original OC. Please do not steal onto the top of that. I'm not gonna lie.
To the face to make it more look like me, because my lip goes down.
And then I'll call it my art because I put text on it. Now it's mine.
And her nose, mine's more like a Tinkerbell nose. But if of course, if you reverse search that, it's going to take you, because they're so similar, it's still going to take you to that piece online.
Because you didn't transform it.
But nobody has allowed me to show you the side by sides.
No, that's how I got. That's how I got the screenshot side by side.
See where Jessie's coming from. So I see.
Moderate extremist in the chat said, I'm just glad there are these fearless warriors exposing 1K YouTubers and the millions of innocent people's lives they are destroying. Hashtag be the change. Yeah, imagine that, Moderate. Imagine a bunch of channels going after somebody with no channel. Be the change. They're so similar, but they're so different, but they're so similar, but they're so different.
Where he's coming from, and I know where you're coming from. So
See?
basically, what happened was
The great moderator
showed you the wrong fucking one. There is
Feran.
a signature. That's not Vada's. She did the same thing, only hers is a bit different, and she's admitted that. If that's what the fucking problem is, can we please move on?
The problem is that her changed one isn't actually changed, or isn't actually changed enough to be her own art. And the Peacock one, which you guys all just ignored, she just admitted, because she said, I started my art journey in 2017, so I was tracing people's work to learn how to do art, and then I made this peacock, which the head was definitely not mine, and I changed the colors on the feathers to red, and sold it for $800 in 2017, meaning she's a fucking liar. And yes, it's whataboutism from moderate extremist here.
Is the way you just said that.
Please.
I just literally claimed.
That's all.
Feran is trying to minimize and detract from the issue to say, like, wow, this is such a non-big deal, who even fucking cares? And it's like, no, artists care when you steal their shit and then sell it for $800.
This is my god.
Yes, literally, they are the same.
Right?
What kills me is, Nikki, have you ever had two of something
Gaslighting.
and mistaked one for somebody else, like 2 toothbrushes, mistakes yours for your husband's? That's literally the case in these paintings. Those were so similar, such similar paintings. All I did, I had my glasses on, which are broke. There's scratches all over those lenses. I looked at the picture, immediately thought it was
My glasses! I can't see! What about that you grabbed a canvas on the wall behind you? What the fuck happened to that? Where's the canvas that you definitely showed? Oh, it's almost like she didn't do that at all.
And just said, here you go, guys, this is mine. It was a total accident, which I had apologized 100 times for, then showed everybody my piece to prove that I had my own piece.
Nobody's obligated to accept your apology when your apology is shifting the goalposts. This is the exact same thing that we ran into with Renelle. The Renelle's apology, or the Renelle's like, oh yeah, so you're not actually Katie Joy. You work for Katie Joy, though. This is not, I can't plagiarize without my glasses. He did the work to prove that she lied. He has that in him. Yeah, fair enough. Chesh, this is too complex for all three of them. What? They all have one singular brain cell and they're all vying for the most amount of attention?
But that still wasn't good enough.
No,
Nope,
not every... Nobody's obligated to believe you. That's not how that works. And when you make a mistake like that, a lot of times you're going to be, like, having to rehash it for quite a long time before your reputation is going to be restored. That's how it works when you betray people's trust. It's the old adage of it takes a long time to build trust and only a second to lose it. And that's what's happened here, but you don't want to do the work to re-earn that trust. You just want to gaslight everybody and pressure everybody and force everybody to accept some apology that supposedly exists, and how dare they bring it up again, even though maybe they just weren't aware of it and it's something new that they've found. Because you're too petty for the internet. You're too fragile. Who was that? Was that Renelle who was saying that people needed to grow a thicker skin and not be such petty bitches? Ah, funny that. Interesting. This whole friend group sure likes to do that. Rules for thee, but not for me, right, Renelle? Oh, funny. Alright, I'm gonna speed them back up.
If they think what they thought I was doing was, here's what they thought I was doing. They were thinking I didn't have my own piece, that I was literally trying to profit and claim that someone else's art was mine. They were trying to say that I was taking.
You just said that you did that when you said this, that you sold the art piece in 2017 when you were tracing, and that the thing that you changed was the color of the feathers. You already admitted that.
A piece on purpose up there and claiming that it's mine, that I really didn't do a remake, and that's why I'm not showing the remake and all that. But when I came out with the remake, that's when they got burned, because I did do a copy. I was telling the truth. And Burnt Toast was sent every bit of this, but refused to show it because she knows she looks...
Doing a copy and making profit off of it, or saying it's your own, is you making a copy. That's plagiarism. If you're making a copy, it's plagiarism. You're welcome. You're an idiot. Thank you for admitting that you plagiarized somebody and claimed it as your own, because that's literally what you just said you did. You made a copy of somebody else's art and said it was yours. How many times have you admitted this in this video? 3, 4, 5 times? Oh my god.
Stupid.
Right.
I'm just like, really?
Yes, this is what I've been attacked for a fucking week. The littlest shit, man. The littlest shit.
It is, yeah, ridiculous.
It'd be different.
Stealing somebody's artwork and copying it to say that it's your own is not little shit. That's a very big deal to some people. And then fabricating evidence after the fact to try and prove that it's yours and behaving like a complete shithead to anybody who you come across in the meantime demonstrates a pattern of behavior which is applicable to other aspects of your content. That's why it's a big deal. Stop pretending it's not. Also, it looks like, in the video here, it looks like, yeah, Jessie left. And I don't blame him. They won't play the video. They won't show the shit he's talking about. They're just trying to fucking talk and yell down at him the whole time. And they're supposed to be friends with him. They're like, why would you be an asshole to your friend like that? What the fuck are you guys doing? He left. He's gone. They just over-talked him to the point where he just like, okay, fine, what the fuck ever. At no point did he ever accept her apology. At no point did he ever accept anything apology or anything that she said. So at no point was any of this amicable. Did he agree to anything amicable in this? At best, he said, once we're done the video, I'll unblock you so we can talk about this more. If he chooses to not unblock her after this, he's in the right because they never played the fucking video. Vada, you're an abuser, and that's all there is to it. I would call this pretty abusive by all three of them towards Jessie from my watch of this, but does Vada leave? No. Vada just stays there the whole fucking time? That's definitely not bias at all. Oh my god, are we good to move on from this? I think I'm down to move on from this. There's not a whole lot more to say about it. I've got Vada 3 or 4 times admitting that she was stealing people's art and copying people's art and claiming that it was her own art and selling that art as if it was hers. We've got them gaslighting and screeching and over-talking and gitch-galloping Jessie. They're not playing the video. They're detracting from that. They brought up 17 bajillion other things like emails. They accused Rev and then backpedaled on that immediately because they were all just not listening to each other. I'm sure they cycle the same shit for the rest of the video too. I agree with that. So let's see. I can understand Rev's frustration. I do not understand, and I'm talking to him privately about it. I didn't at first, now I get it. I respect Rev and call him a friend. Is that why you treat him like shit when he's talking about Vada and say he just hates Vada? Interesting. Right, okay, who am I to judge your friendship? I don't know what you guys are into. Oh, there's Jessie. Like me or hate me, I could care less. The fact that you state I'll turn on Nikki like I turned on Vada, I didn't turn on her. She lied to her audience and ran with it. And lied to him, apparently, as well. If I ever saw Vada on Rumble, I would have never known about it. I have no ill will towards Vada, but I have noticed you're literally forgetting that she lied, which is why I made the video to make Vada remember what she said, when on Twitter she claimed she never. But yeah, I turned on her. Funny that. It's almost like when people start lying to your face, you don't really owe them your loyalty, which seems to be what Nikki and Vada and Megan are all implying. This person over and over and over again. The sheeple. Oh, this person. Jesus Christ. Meh, sheep. Stand back and look. As soon as the video was coming up, she jumped in constantly and deflected. My daughter is an artist. She did not learn art by tracing. That's fair. A lot of people don't. It is a way to help, but it's not. You don't have to. Oh, now it's I grabbed the wrong picture. You all can see it, but you don't see it. I'm sorry, I don't see it. Meh, you're an asshole. What do you have in this? Who the fuck are you? She wasn't deflecting, she was being attacked. Like you coming to join the fucking idiot's mama kinder. The fuck. Exactly. She has been attacked for months, and this was just another part of that. It's all disgusting. Wow. If she did make a video clarifying her mistake, I never saw it. And it's not on her channel. There you go. Thanks for doing this live. I always love being on panel with you. You handled this all so beautifully. Yeah, you did. Definitely. Oh, hey, there's this person again. Oh, hey, there's Susie. What Vada is saying about me is bullshit. Oh, so this is the Susie they're talking, or the Sue they're talking about. Sorry about that. Yeah, Susie. What Vada is saying about me is bullshit. I never went to each mod separately. I talked with Megan about it, and she agreed. I have many messages with Megan about this. Vada did, about things Vada did, but I would never go to each mod. I love how this is between you and Vada, but you pull me into it. Oh. What? If Vada says that Vada was in that Sue was in conversation with all of the mods, and Sue says, actually, I was only in conversation with Megan, that's not Sue pulling Megan in. That's called a source. That's called a reference. That's called a receipt, you dumb bitch. You going so fucking hard at any single person that dares to question or clarify what the fuck Vada's saying, or, call her out for lying, which is what you were doing in this video, too. I'm staying out of it, like I said back then. Right, you would blast your issue with me in front of the whole chat, in front of every mod. But that's not going in the side chat is not the same as going into DM to each of them individually, Vada. So you're admitting that you were full of shit then? The one single time you didn't. Oh, so you're saying you lied. You said that they did this and they didn't do that. When they came to say that they didn't do that, your fucking Megan comes in to be like, fat, Vada's great. And for Vada to just breeze over the fact that she fucking lied about her accusation about you. They all came to me and told me they knew what was happening. If you have problems with... So you talk to all of your mods directly. One-on-one. Not Susie. Not Sue. Like you said. So you projected what you did onto her. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Blah, 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 blah. You'd blast your issues with me in front of the whole chat, in front of every mod. How is that Susie going to each mod separately, Vada? Yeah, Jessie's on point. Art is in the eye of the beholder. Okay. Well, as you can see, all of them. The little ball of fuck.